Guys, welcome. It's the Jeekly 76. We got Crawm and Darian. Crawm, if I'm not mistaken, I think I've seen and casted them in Jeekly's prior, so welcome back. And Darian, of course, I was able to commentate live at SQXL earlier in the season. So big shouts to Darian going to the offlines. Also grinding on the onlines, coming out for the Jeekly. Big shots to, and thanks for you coming out to that. Crawm, of course, going to be playing this Chipp. This is a Season 1 matchup if I've ever seen one. They can be somewhat rare nowadays. OMG, they made 76 of them. They like this tournament so much that, hey, we may have made 76 of them. Oh, my God, and look at that contribution in the prize pool. Holy crap. You guys saw that one. I'll get to that one in a second. Crawm bursting you back. Darian does have that burst advantage. This first round is going on for a minute. Death of 1,000 cuts. No kidding, it's that Chipp, man. But nice 6P counter hit here for Darian. Has all that meter to follow up, and that's going to be the mortar bottom to close it out while I open up this match arena. Big shouts to ScaryEsq. Thank you so much, homie, for that contribution. God damn, dog. Thank you so much. Big shouts to Scary. Been fun in the prize pools as of late, period. Not just tonight. So thank you very much, homie. We're already up to $100. There's a $100 prize pool for the Jeekly 76. So definitely still time to get your focus on if you came in thinking you were just going to have fun on a Friday night. And Crawm definitely focused here with that hard knockdown. Super Darian going to be called out by that, or rather beat up by that fast RC combo. And that was a good fast RC combo there from Crawm because it avoided getting the wall splat to try to avoid that burst meter buildup. But of course, Darian was already so close, was able to build up that burst. And speaking of, Crawm spending his right there to get that counter hit. Darian now spending that burst that we earned up to get back to this neutral state, but with no tension. You just got to block out this Chipp the old way. Maybe some IBFDs, but no, actually, it's a hard call out in the overhead with Far Slash. That was a Ramlethal pressing Far Slash and block stun. That's crazy, but Darian with that hard call out was ready, but Crawm, nice backdash, calling out Darian's throw attempt. Here we go. Nice. Oh, dude, nice job. Darian was actually doing the fuzzy jump there. No way. That was an amazing link there from Darian with those K normals for a second. Couldn't keep that combo going, but going to be able to send Crawm here through the wall and deal a massive amount of damage. Still either player's game, especially with that BRC trying to steal the game. Darian trying to go for that wall assault early to beat the burst from Crawm, but it was able to come out in time. Crawm was quick with it, but now you got to block out that forced pressure with that S sword. Darian pulled up on you, bro. That was an amazing game one. Oh my God, that first game was amazing, guys. That was a really fun one. If you're a Crawm fan, you're scratching your head at that one. Oh, man. But hey, I mean, definitely was playing their heart out for a second there. Darian was able to finish it off. And honestly, Darian with that, with that K normal link combo out of the corner, honestly, Darian kind of earned it. Also with that, about to do it again, guys. About to do it again. I think you do that Kara Rekka 1 into S sword to try to get corner carry even from that distance. So Darian is about to show us a cool combo there. Crawm not going to let you though. Spends that burst. Oh, nice. Darian. You saw it was a counter hit, so it was a late reaction, but a reaction nonetheless for those overheads. You got to be responsive to that Chipp pressure, or else they're going to be able to run it on you for free. And I think Darian has been pretty responsive, but Crawm just putting ourselves in a lot of opportunities to run that said pressure. Nice counter hit to close out that round. Crawm keeping it simple there. Didn't even need the tension that we had just built up. Darian is going to get his burst back here, but already down around. Not a great spot to be. And guys, let me go ahead and look at some of this chat right here. We got Aurora in here. Aurora is Soundblazer, right? Aurora's also Soundblazer. What's going on, Aurora? And then Scary. What's going on, Scary? Thank you very much again, homie. Angel's in here. What's going on, Angel? Angel, I got to give you that artist pin. I don't know how to do it from the Twitch chat, but I'll do it after the stream. I got to give you an artist pin. And I want to give Scary a VIP pin, but I don't know how to do it while live. I meant to do it before stream, but I guess I'll let you all know now. Good stuff here. Crawm about to secure this round. Darian was able to get that first game and showed you why right there, right? Was already still fighting back, responsive on that throw attempt, was ready to tech it out. And even using that deflectio, Crawm was getting some distance back. Darian was trying to keep that offense going, but the Chipp had already done so much damage. Okay. Dope, dope, dope. All right, guys. So let me go ahead and make sure I got the next stream match figured out, because we did a reroute on the very first game. So if you guys can give me just 1 second to make sure that I know what I'm doing here. Because we were streaming, okay, we'll have you after Nhelv and Terachrome, which is after this. Okay. I think I'm all caught up, guys. Appreciate everybody being patient with me. Crawm already having not the strongest start in terms of how much damage we've already taken, but was able to deal it right back to Darian. But we're just taking turns, man, running that pressure back and forth. Darian got that last combo, taking this Chipp down the screen, but Crawm fishing in. Had built up that tension to turn that hit into a corner combo. Not a wall break. I think we wanted to keep linking with that 5K, but we'll take the damage. Dude, this is such an... This set has been so even. Even in that last moment. Even in games. Of course, this game had just started, but even on burst, even in HP, even in skill. It's been a cool set so far. Nice tick throw pressure here from Crawm. Hasn't really been abusing that. In fact, you've been seeing a lot of overheads, but Darian has been very responsive to the overheads. If not blocking them like you just saw right there, actually hard calling them out with buttons like bar slash and shit. Even in being even. Did I say it that many times like that? Oh, whoa. That was dirty. Y'all saw that one? Oh my god, got the mix with drill. I should have saved that one as the replay. That one was crazy. Of course, you're watching the VOD. You can just go back and see that. But, oh my lord. That was cool mix. Yeah, a little cheeky mix. Cheeky little bit of mix. It's like at Thanksgiving when your mashed potatoes touches your mac and cheese, right? Like you maybe don't want to completely put them all together, but just a little bit, that's fire. Just a little bit of mix. Good stuff. Crawm getting game 3 here, getting 2 up on the board. But we've been going down to the wire, it feels like. Throw a yellow card down for that one. That one was tricky. That one was cheeky. And you got, I mean, yeah, y'all know sometimes stuff looks cool, but it's like super fake or like super like not good. You can do something that's so much better, blah, 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 right? But like, I'm not a Chipp player. I see that and I'm like, that looks cool. And for all I know, it is optimal. I have no idea. Darian was able to clash cancel for a second there. Crawm felt that hit, bursted us back. Darian also spending it. We got that S sword combo. Unfortunately, couldn't line up the close slash after I actually overshot it a bit. Sometimes you have to, you know, really commit to that dash to make sure you get in distance to get that follow up off of S sword. But Darian actually overshot it, and Crawm took advantage of that. And there's that overhead finally connecting. Crawm using it early. Darian calling it out, mixing in some throws, a lot of stagger 5K. And then eventually the overhead works again. Crawm on set point. Looking cool is optimal, actually. I think if you're playing Guilty Gear Strive, if you're actually playing this game competitively right now still, it's because you like the smell of the game. And you like the way the cool stuff looks. Nice stuff. Using that 100 meter to get out of the combo, but Crawm just a simple dash out of the corner, gets a counter hit, and then a mix-up after. Going to take you back to the corner. Actually, going to take you to the center of the screen with this overdrive, but that should be enough to kill. Crawm going to finish this one off 3-1. Here we go, guys. We have Terachrome, Chrome Dollar, known in the Twitch chat. I believe that's Chrome Dollar in the Twitch chat. I see them a lot over here in Guilty Gear Strive communities. They're going to be playing up against Nhelv. If I'm not mistaken, Nhelv, I think, has been playing some of the redemption brackets as of late. Maybe Terachrome as well. I'm not sure. But here we go. It's going to be that super Mappa hunch to send this Bridget through. Nice, strong start here for Nhelv. Get that DP through. Yeah. Got a DP early, DP often. It's going to be that early burst and then a fast RC after that. Tried to catch Terra pressing, but Terra not falling for it too quickly. In fact, was very patient with our presses. Was able to get out of that corner for a moment here. The YRC slows it down. Nhelv trying to send it on that 2H. But Terra right here really slowing things down and controlling the neutral despite being that low HP. In fact, looking really strong here. Using shoot to break the wall. That builds the most meter while dealing a decent amount of damage. But Nhelv with the 2H press on Terachrome's 2S. That is a glorified, not a glorified, a textbook low crush is what I meant to say, excuse me. Oh, wow, dude, Terachrome showing you that 2K is really far. Of course, being a 5-framer as well. Very strong button. Nhelv trying to get something started here. It's going to be that Master's Hammer on the other side. Getting a counter hit. Terra probably going for that throw attempt, but it's a hard one, man. Super Mappa hunch going to capitalize on a lot of damage. That's a counter hit Master Hammer combo for you. Terachrome does have that 50 tension. Does have that active defense. You saw the DP earlier and the patience as well, though. Willing to press that 2K and 2D at the right moments. The 5D trying to go for the kill. FD blocking out that special move follow-up. Terachrome dealing a decent amount of damage here against Nhelv, who does have 50 tension. Only needs even a piece of chip damage. Could be all we need, but it's the jump in from Nhelv to finish it off. Dude, Terra, solid ass Bridget, bro. I just need to see it when we're not at a pixel. I felt like both those rounds, Nhelv had a really strong start, and that Slayer deals a lot of damage really quickly, despite having, sometimes without even having the meter. Nhelv was just able to build up that super Mappa hunch and then cash out on the wall break. Terachrome slowing down the neutral so much and putting Nhelv in a lot of just reset situations. You saw a lot of knockdowns over and over in that first round. And then sometimes it's just simple. I mean, the 2S meaty is counter hitting, bro. Right? So Terachrome's got some good stuff. We just got to do it when we're not at a pixel. Nhelv doing a good job of putting us there. Didn't strike Chrome as a Bridget player. Well, here's Chrome on the Bridget. I think this is Chrome dollar. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. My bad. Nice. Going for that re-roll. And then the single hit of 5H is what you need to do there to get that roll follow-up after. If you try to go for the second hit, it doesn't work. So good stuff, Terra. Showing you that combo. Nhelv was still active, was ready with the back throw. 100 tension on the side of Terachrome. It is Bridget, though. The back throw PRC from Nhelv. But yeah, I was about to say... Oh! Okay, tricky. Trying to use that. I think that may have been a... Oh, you know what? No, never mind. I was about to say, I wonder if that 5P was probably a DP and then we got crossed up. But of course, that 5P and that 2P from Bridget are just good to check when you're getting Dandy Step through either way. Good round there from Terachrome. He mixed up by these hammers. A lot of patience there from Nhelv. The bait out that DP, but unfortunately couldn't get the follow-up. Chrome trying to press out of that corner. Nhelv. Whoa! That combo was awesome, dude. Using fast RC to keep it going like that. Y'all seen that one? That was awesome. Another counter hit on that Master Hammer. Unfortunate stuff. Terra really going for maybe a throw or maybe a mash option there. Trying to react to Nhelv's Master Hammers. But they've been strong. Trying to bait out that burst again. Nhelv feeling that dopamine from baiting the first one. A lot of patience here. Trying to bait out that burst. Dude, that was an awesome flick there. Okay, what replay do I save? Okay. I could have saved that replay, guys, which would have been Nhelv's burst bait. But yeah. But instead, I saved the previous replay. And I saved the first one, if you guys don't mind. Look at this one. Look at the fast RC pickup after. Look at that! That's fucking cool. Are you glad I saved the first replay? Are you glad? That one was awesome. Okay, Terra, of course, doing awesome stuff here on the Bridget, man. But Nhelv playing very strong in the Slayer, and that it's an impressive character. When you get a good couple of counter hits, especially when it's those Master's Hammers, it hurts, bro. It really hurts. Oh, I like that early shoot, or break, rather, from Chrome to call out on Nhelv, trying to get a starter. But then except there is the throw. Terra saying, look, I promise you I have that throw. I have that throw. And you got to be willing to try it like that, too. Terra able to pull it out here at the end. We're going for that roll mix. Nhelv Blocking this infinite block string right here, using the YRC, however, though, to get out of Terra's potential mix-up after. Nice 5H, just spacing out a bit. Blocking the dash follow-up. Terra goes for this mix again. Nhelv gets opened up with 5D. Terra with a really great round. Sealing it against the Slayer. But Nhelv is about to build that burst back up. Potentially see that in the near future. Until then, Terra's beating you with this 5H at a really good spacing. You could see a 2H from Nhelv in the future, but no, it's just going to be that air dash out. Map a hunch to get in, trying to frame trap you after with the 2P. Terra with a really good back throw. Nhelv was a little too high, but wow, spending the gold burst. Terra still active in the neutral, using that 6P to keep this Nhelv back. Slayer getting on top of you with an early cross-up pile bunker. I wasn't ready for that one. Terra getting that burst baited. Nhelv ready to go for these burst baits and cash out on this Twitter clip. 100 tension spent. We're getting this round. I'm scrolling up with this message. Who can Jeek it harder? Timberly, what was that in reference to? Who can Jeek it harder? Oh, wow. Dude, that's what people think Bridget 2H does. The way that it just anti-aired Nhelv from the very top of the screen and then Terra got this whole combo after. That's what people think Bridget 2H does. And sometimes it does. Oh, great throw here. Nhelv does have the burst. Going to spend on that gold burst again. Definitely loves doing that option. Builds up that 100 tension. It's going to be super map a hunch, however, to break this wall. Terra with 100 tension as well. Full stick of butter, as they say. We just got to get a chance to spend it. Put it on the pan. Try to use the JP to keep it going. Nhelv spends the PRC. Oh, no anti-air yet. Nhelv abusing that. Jumping in, using that deflect shield. Terra! Following up, punishing that deflection from the mid screen. I don't hate that option from Nhelv, right? Terra getting away with a lot of 5H, far slash, and 2S in general, and you can RPS around those buttons a bit, but maybe just get that distance back instead. Here, let's see it again. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly it, right? We were trying to get the distance, and then we're trying to map a hunch RC, right? I got to look at the tension again. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the tension. Yeah, literally it's that simple. I see. Good. Okay, good idea there from Nhelv. But Terra instead weaving in that 214S yo-yo set is actually an interesting way to call out people that are active in your block strings. Potentially. Gonna burst out of that corner, but a lot of HP was dealt. A lot of damage to Terra's HP. I should phrase it that way. Being active with that 6P, showing you. Oh, try to get the air throw, but it came out as jump JD. Still got us the punish. Nhelv. Oh, Terra was staggering our pressure there, just giving the gap to try to see if Nhelv would try to press maybe the start with 2H or something. But no, Nhelv was actually matching the 6P there instead. So Terra gets that 5H beaten. No punish on the whiff throw, but Nhelv is going to deal a lot of damage and put this Bridget in the corner. Nice throw in the Master's Hammer. Chrome Dollar with some great reactions. Nhelv not respecting the meaty. It's going to be super through. And guys, you see Terra going for the projectile super there. It actually builds less burst for Nhelv. Terra trying to keep that burst meter down if we can help it. Of course, if it's full, then you can go for the Roger super if you're close enough and can get all the hits to get the max amount of damage potentially. But that projectile super is a really good option. Like Terra's showing you right now. Tried to bait the burst, but Nhelv didn't send it. Terra really needs to make sure we win this round. Spends it back. So Nhelv going down that round, but still in a great spot. Going to keep it a buck. Has that full burst. Terra just had to spend, well, it didn't have to, but just spent theirs as well to secure that last round. Nhelv going to spend theirs back after that counter hit. Terra DPing out of that drop combo. Good stuff. Hasn't been overrepresenting that option. Counter hit 2S. Chrome Dollar putting Slayer here in the corner. Staggering that 2S. That is a great option to beat out that 6P. Terra saw the 6P beating out the 5H earlier when we staggered. Nhelv feeling confident about that option. Terra immediately beating you with it with the 2S. The multi-hit on the deflect shield allows Terra to stay close enough to Nhelv to keep the pressure going, and that's going to be a wall break. What an insane game we have here, bro. Terra coming to live. I mean, I gotta say, Terra was playing very well even in the first rounds, right? But dog, it's Slayer, right? We played this game. We know how it is. Slayer will pants your ass and get away before you have time to pull them up. You know what I'm saying? Before you have time to redo your belt buckle. You hear me? Long story short, Slayer will pants you. Do you hear me? Terra, finishing our food here. Guys, if you don't mind, just taking one moment to add our next players to make sure our next players know what's coming up. It looks like, is it CloverDragon Neptunest? It looks like it will be. Is that right? I think it's CloverDragon Neptunest. That's CloverDragon Neptunest. Up next. Good to go. All right, guys, and then I'm back to the match. I appreciate you guys being patient when I solo calm like that. Oh, wow. I did catch just in time. Nhelv, unfortunately, wasn't able to get that low follow-up, but Dandy Step was actually out of range. Terra with punish with 2K, but that Slayer got back on the West and is now on set point. Terra, I gotta give it to Terra for really getting away with the power of that 5H by putting ourselves in a spacing where it's been so... Dude. Mad respect to Terra. We got counter hit on a couple of Master Hammers there that dealt a lot of damage. In fact, lost us a couple games, but we still went for it, and look how much mileage it's getting us now. We've hit the last 3 back-to-back-to-back. Nhelv spending that YRC on that Red RC situation. Terra getting counter hits on the meaty, probably trying to spend that DP. Nhelv not giving us a chance to breathe. The Powbunker actually didn't get the follow-up. But Nhelv with the backdash on Wake Up is able to close out of this one. Very awesome set from both those players. Coming up next, guys, is going to be Neptunest up against CloverDragon. I was just telling the chat a second ago, Neptunest just got top 8 just last week. If you're watching on YouTube, then you got to go back to the Jeekly 75 if you want to see more of this Jacko. And CloverDragon was also in that last spot as well, playing this Millia. So both of them were on stream last week. Did they play each other? Now that I'm saying this out loud. Wait, did they play each other? That's not right. I'm going to have to look at that. Neptunest right here. Going to get that low. All goobers are on the screen. Those bots are clapping. Clover taking a lot of damage here. Does have that burst, but at this point, probably won't see it unless all of a sudden we're getting buried down to the wire at the very end of the round. You could potentially see, use it to maybe secure out a burst from Neptunest or something. But no, it's just going to be an anti-air red RC from Neptunest to finish off that round. Keeping it cool there at the end. CloverDragon staying wise there, holding on to that burst. Not feeling like a hero, at least not in this first game. But guys, CloverDragon Neptunest may have played last week. Can someone fact check me on that? I could probably do it. I kind of need to figure out who the next match is going to be. I told my players to wait a moment and then forgot to click run ad because I'm just an idiot. So we're going to have to run an ad after this one, guys. So, appreciate you. It's my first stream, by the way. Jeekly 76. Oh, the whip 2K Clover is going to get Elysian drivered here. At least the plus side is you didn't get sent through the wall. That gold burst, unfortunately, not connecting. No positive bonus here. Neptunest going to just take you out with that OTG setup. That OTG setup was actually kind of cool. That was a lot of damage for an OTG, or at least a lot of inputs. Let's look at that one again. Yeah, I tried to do that gold burst. At least it beat the bot, I guess, right? At least there have been worse bursts, right? Right? There have been bursts that you've done that have lost you rounds because you just got comboed after and died. So there's definitely have been worse bursts. At least that one took out a bot. For real though, Neptunest is trying to get out of that corner, but or rather, CloverDragon trying to get out of that corner, but Neptunest is very strong. Guys, real quick on the follows, we got how do I say this? CLCAC Moon. Sorry Man 321 and Jacko, who just followed. Thank you very much for those follows. Appreciate y'all. You're in the right place. It's the Guilty Gear Strive Extravaganza every Friday, 8 p.m. EST. Minimum $50 prize pool. It's the Jeekly, and we're already up to $100. Good. Septum Voices right there from CloverDragon to finish off that round. Get a perfect, guys. If you feel inspired by that Septum Voices exclamation point match Reno, you can go ahead. CLCAC. Yeah, that is what it is. Waffle. That is what it is. Is that a chemical compound? What is that? Chlorine, calcium, carbon? Chlorine, calcium, carbon. That is what it is. CLCAC Moon. Is that a joke that I don't understand? Wait, is chlorine CL? For some reason, I'm thinking chlorine is actually not CL. Isn't it like CH? Good air throw. I haven't thought about the periodic table in a minute, bro. I feel like I'm in high school. Holy shit. Dude, Neptunest is throwing our ass out here. CloverDragon. Gonna be sent through here. Gonna hold on to that burst again, which is unfortunate. Well, actually, no, in this case, it doesn't matter. Well, okay, excuse me. In this case, it's different, right? Because we're going down to the last round and we're even here. So, in fact, in this instance, you actually have the burst advantage. So, excuse me. My fault. Excuse me, CloverDragon. I'm over here talking about the periodic table. I'm not paying attention to the game. And you got to be paying attention to that kind of stuff if you're going to be winning out here. Oh, try to get that run-up throw. Clover reacted. Get that backdash back. The mix gets blocked. Neptunest active here on this defense. Why the F is there a Waffle 157 and a Venom called Waffle 115? Oh, there actually is. Twitch chat. Good stuff there, CloverDragon. Taking this game 2. But yeah, there actually is. I actually just saw them today, funny enough, on stream against Jack. I was watching Jack before stream. But Waffle 157 is a previous Academy graduate. And Clash Reunion top 8er, question mark? Oh, wait, no, I don't think they were. Okay. Sore spot, sorry. Sorry. But, guys, we got our tournament tonight. It's been awesome. What was it, bro? I'm sorry, though. I spoke before I thought. You know how it is. That's on me. And I'm sorry. Nice 6-speed counter hit. Neptunest. Oh, getting anti-aired by that close slash, trying to be active out of the corner, but Clover not letting you. In fact, getting a counter. That was a weird counter hit, JH, because I think it counter hit the 2D from Neptunest. So we spent the burst. That was actually a really good burst from Neptunest. A perfect time to spend it. If you were going to spend it on hit stun, that would be the time to do it. To put Clover in the corner and then break the wall after. We had that 100 meter and we're blocking those corner steals, but can't block forever, and Clover actually going to take you out with that 100 meter in your back pocket. Doesn't feel good. But it's all right. It's all right. It's going to be the low to open up Neptunest here. Oh, whoa. No, that's not a combo. That works? What the hell? You can full charge dust after that close slash there? That's crazy. Clover doing some Build-A-Bear combos. Getting that counter hit close slash. Neptunest very patient on this burst. Very patient on this burst. CloverDragon going to take advantage of that and break the wall with super to get that hard knockdown. I mean, fortunately for... Maybe Neptunest actually calculated this. Millia hard knockdown wall break is like kind of the worst of the game, probably. So Neptunest probably not feeling the fear of it very much there. We still have the burst for this situation coming up. It could be for Blue Wall Assault to force a bot setup. Nice. A lot of damage on that. OTG chasing down Neptunest. I mean, all right, you know what I'm trying to say. Clover getting beat up by that bot. It chased us down the screen. Neptunest able to finish off that round and keep the burst, man. This is why I'm on the back seat, bro. My players know what's up. They know how to spend these resources, man. Clover spending it right there to get out of that counter hit. What's going on, do you? I see you with that follow. Thank you, homie. I think you want bracket, yeah. We got a stacked one tonight. We got Guilty Gear's Titan of the game and Jack. Top seed, I think. Going to be going up against another one of our top seeds. Is going to be Jotogoat, gaysexlegend. Going to be later in the bracket. But until then, guys, we're figuring out the pools. And we're going to figure out who's going to potentially upset these players. We got some strong ones here on the screen. Clover, very powerful Millia. Neptunest, very consistent Jacko, especially as of late. Getting top 8 just last week. Clover trying to block out that Jacko, trying to FP and get some distance back. But it's going to be Neptunest with the Elysium. The guaranteed wall break damage is going to be the sugar on top. Neptunest going up 2-1 here. What's going on, deck? I just remembered Jacko has a dash cancel on her 236K. Wait, what? I forgot about that too. Wait, was that in the clip and I just missed it? Hold on, let's watch it. Was it in the clip? Hold on. Oh, wait, no, that's how Neptunest is doing those OTG setups. Oh, Neptunest is calling a bot, kicking it with 236K. The kick and the bot are dealing OTG damage, and then you're dash canceling. No, that's 5K? All right, never mind. Okay, never mind. I thought I just Jimmy Neutron this shit. Oh well, I'll go back to being a spectator, y'all. I don't need to be some hyper analyst, okay? I'm not no Jet from League. You feel me? You know, sometimes you need some what the hell's the other guy's name? I want to say Kobe, but it's not Kobe. What the hell's the other guy's name? Who's the tons of damage? Freak. Not everyone needs to be a Jet, right? Sometimes you need a freak. You feel me? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Tons of damage. Neptunest with a really insane round here. And in fact, they're sitting here on set point. Scary said I do. Thank God. Thank God. Okay, so we got a Kaneda team kill coming up from one of your next matches, guys. But until then, let me at Kriby and the Blue Heck. Okay, so I added Kriby and Blue Heck, and guys, I will not forget to click the run ad button this time. I'm here watching the set. CloverDragon getting that cross up to beat up Neptunest here for a moment, using the PRC to keep that Iron Savior safe, and that Capel, bro. That was textbook what Capel is supposed to do, right? The anti-air, jumping over that 6P and then getting the cross up with the JH after. Clover doing some strong stuff here, taking advantage of Neptunest being aware of the screen. Maybe that bot clapping you from downtown. Oh, wow, dude. Clover actually, in the blink of an eye, was on top of you with that 2K. Neptunest was getting opened up despite having those bots on the screen. And not holding those fake jump-ins. We're going to throw you into this corner, and now you're going to be holding our pressure, slamming that close slash. Clover gets out. Oh, okay. Unfortunate. So, okay. Not another Elysian driver in this exact scenario. No. It was a whiff Elysian driver this time. You saw earlier in the set, what was it? The very first game, Neptunest was able to get an Elysian driver. Oh, wait. I just noticed CloverDragon's thing says play Xenoblade. I really like Xenoblade. I really like Shulk. He's a cool character. Dunban! 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 It's Rhine time, baby. It's Rhine time, baby. How's my Rhine impression? Xenoblade mentioned? I'm sorry, guys. I had a point about Guilty Gear Strive a second ago, but I got hella confused. Got hella distracted. It's Rhine time, baby. Clover, you appreciate that? Okay, here we go. Clover don't got time to appreciate shit, bro. We are getting our ass beat. We are getting ganged up on by these bots right now. We're dealing that damage back. We're trying to mix up Neptunest here in the corner. We're blocking out that cross up. You see that turbo fall, you know it's going to be the corner steal. CloverDragon going to break this wall. Neptunest with a lot of resources, and in fact still has that HP lead, especially when you include like the defense modifier. So we're in a good spot. Use that red RC to keep this pressure going. Clover going for the Mind Melter with the do-nothing air dash over. Neptunest trying to block it out here. Clover. Dude, Clover was just the simple dash back forward. JH. Neptunest got you down, though. That counter hit 6P could spell doom. Giving the tick throw off of the bot. Neptunest on set point down to the wire, guys. What an awesome set. World's first recorded use of Jacko JP. Shouts to Twitch chat, guys. I see y'all in here. We got the bots beating you. Oh, wow, dude. That was the most efficient 2P I've ever seen in my life. Well, actually, I've seen Gold Lewis, but point being, Clover was able to take out both those bots and then also check Neptunest. And now we're taking it down to the other side of the screen, man. Set them voices. Hard knockdown. Neptunest with 100 tension just about. That counter hit 6P, man. The 6P's been doing numbers. I did not expect to get thrown there. Neither did Clover. Spends that burst to get out of the corner. Takes out all those bots, but the bot meter is completely full. In fact, every bar is full on the side of Neptunest. The world is their oyster. YRC gets Clover another chance to fight with that Artemis. Neptunest going to spin that YRC back. Try to do something here. Unfortunately, got a throw full screen. But I guess it was prepping us for the air throw after. Neptunest in a very close set. Moves on. 3-2. Kriby on the Chaos. Blue Heck on the Sin. Big shouts to Kriby and DVA. Guilty Gear Strive player. I used to say Gold Lewis player, but I mean, this guy just plays every character in the game. On a half chaos binge right now. Blue Heck playing that Sin, big supporter of the Jeek League, also resident ass kicker of Guilty Gear Strive, playing Sin, taking names, and going to be doing so in this set, going for that Tyrant Rave, that Tyrant Barrel. Send Kriby through here, blocking out that. Oh, dude, amazing IBFD there on the follow-up. Blue Heck getting pushed nearly full screen. Pretty good for Unhappy Chaos in theory, but Blue Heck just looking really strong here, man. We're out of stamina and tension, but you don't need anything flashy with the amount of HP Kriby has. At this point, you've seen a 5P, bro, or 2P, or chip damage. Blue Heck trying to force this offense. It's going to be the 5D to take out Kriby here. Blue Heck looking good. I like that. Going for the 6K 5D. Of course, it's just raw mix, you know, the start, but also Kriby showing that we're ready for the IBFD on the 6K follow-ups. That 5D could have potentially tried to call it out. Nice 6P on the Hawkbaker. Kriby active on this neutral. Blue Heck spending that burst back. Kriby's about to get his. We'll have to see if he spends it, though. Blue Heck unfortunately couldn't link the DP after. Kriby going to take advantage of that one. Let's go, Kriby. Represent my org. You know what's funny about that, Joto, is that I completely just I don't know what it was about my brain that like just didn't even process the fact that it says insert killers there. I just didn't even process it. But big shout outs to insert. I don't know if he has it coming, but my man cannot avoid the the shit he gets, it seems, in Strive names sometimes. But here we go. Oh, unfortunately couldn't get that curse ball and the wall break, at least not with the normals we chose there. So Blue was able to get out of that corner, put Kriby back in. We had to spend our burst back and forth, and in fact, Kriby's looking like we're not in a bad spot here. We do have one in the chamber, but that DSX is going to change that for us. He's a May. He'll be fine. I convinced him to join last night. Your org? Hey, man, we would love to sign you to insert killers. Real quick, the joke is that there's a player named Insert. That's the joke. In case you didn't know. Overhead. Gonna be able to take out Kriby here, using that stamina to keep it going. But dude, oh my god, as explosive rather as a first game Blue Heck had was. Kriby still clawing it back to the last round. I say claw it back, but more like slugging it back. We were going back and forth, both these players. Slugging it back. And in fact was about to get that burst, bro. Was just about to get it. But Blue Heck feeling that pressure. Knowing that we had to finish our food and finish it quick. Mom said, I started the car. So you gotta scarf down your waffle. You gotta get your shoes tied. You're out the door. You're not gonna make Dizzy mad, right? Nice 2S there from Kriby on the round start. You're going to spend that burst back. People call him Blue. I'm going to call you Blue Heck. I don't know why I called you Blue twice. I called you Blue once, and then I got comfortable. I did it again, and I was like, wait, hold on. Am I making this a thing? I'll call you Blue Heck. Going to use that RTL to break the wall. Kriby getting backdashed, or rather called out on that backdash by Blue Hex. Why am I doing that? Blue Hex 6K here. And using the fast RC to finish our food. Kriby going to have that burst still. It's not in a terrible spot. And we did go down in the first round in the last game and then managed to claw it back all the way. So Blue Heck with some Jesus Christ, why am I doing that? Blue Heck with some active defense as well. With the IBs, the instant blocks to get some distance back on this chaos. You gotta do that so that you don't just get rolled on for free, right? And also pushes them out of range to try to do like 5D gunshot, whip shot, that kind of stuff. So Blue Heck going to use that Tyrant Barrel, sending us through. Keeps a little bit of stamina. What a massive safe jab with that 5P, beating Kriby's deflect shield. Blue Heck with full meter, but Kriby going for a reset. It's going to be the same side. JS baiting the burst after. Blue Heck with 100 meter. Needs to spend it here, or else we're going to be in a not great spot. Or rather, we're just going to lose on not be able to use it. Has to spend that B or C to get something started here. Kriby, at this point, could just do it with Chipp. Blocks the YRC. Amazing stuff there from Kriby in the spaghetti. I mean, what do you want to call that? Mix? The spaghetti mix, the spaghetti approach. I don't know. I think I saved the replay on that one. That was a funny one. Blue Heck taking it right back, though. After that YRC bait, Blue Heck's like, nah, hold on. Blue Heck said, no way, man. DáinsLeif coming out. Blue Heck with 100 tension on our side. Gonna spend some of it here on this RTL. I'm going to use a 100 meter to deal all that damage to Blue Heck with one reversal is all of a sudden in an amazing spot. Kriby with some good spacing here. Tried to queue up the YI auto. Couldn't get the OTG damage. Okay, a lot of things happened there. Okay, so Blue Heck saw that burst on the side of Kriby. Well, let's back up even further, right? Had 100 tension, so said, hey, even if this gets blocked, I'm fine. But Kriby had the gun out, so it was able to connect. So with that 100 tension, we were able to cash out for the max damage instead. Kriby with some good spacing here. Tried to wind up that 6S. Ukiyo calls it the YI auto. I saw that from him. Blue Heck waited a second there to try to get an OTG, so we didn't even have to think about the burst. But then going for the overhead, Jotogoat said, the low crush, I'm crying. Oh, okay, we're here. We're playing, okay. Woo! Okay. Blue Heck, of course, with that lead, though. The YI auto. Ukiyo, I don't know if you came up with that, homie, but you're the first person I heard to say that, and it's easy. Or it's good. It's good. It's easy and good. DP getting blocked, not being able to follow that one up on block Kriby. Not a massive punish after, but at least we're out of that corner, but no focus. Only one in the chamber. Tried to check you with the 5K, but Blue Heck going right under your legs there. Oh, okay. Active on that defense, using that 6P to get out. I like how it was 6P reload. Trying to get that resource back. Blue Heck finishing it off. 100 tension on the side of Kriby, but wasn't able to spend it. Bang, boom, straight to the moon. Bang, bang, backdash, curse or something. Does anyone have the Lord Knight quote? Yeah, that's got to be a command in a couple streams at this point. You got to give it to Kriby, though. I mean, both these players, but also Kriby for bringing it back to the last round in those previous games. Could potentially still do it here. Blue Heck definitely just wouldn't be upset with just finishing their food, moving on in this set, right? I just really didn't ask your players, so let me go ahead and ask the next one. It's going to be Kaneda and Udon. So let me go ahead and get them ready. Oh, wait. Good to go, please. Okay, got them added. And guys, don't forget I got to run an ad as soon as this game is over. Because I fucked up and didn't do it earlier because I'm bad. But I'll be better. I was bad, but I'll be better. Is that how it goes? Oh my god, single hit Tyrant barrel. Wasn't close enough to the wall to get the break, but the mental damage was enough to get a throw after. Blue Heck with that 3-0. Strong stuff here on the Sin. Kaneda team kill, I think, right? Udon playing this Ino as of late. Guys, I'm going to keep it a buck. At this point, I've seen Udon play Ino how many weeks? 2-3 weeks in a row now? I think Udon may just be, could be a little bit of a Ino side quest. Could be a swap. I'm not sure. Of course, we know them for the Baiken, but it's going to be this, this Ino today. Going to be against Kaneda, previous top 4 here at the Jeekly. Very strong Sin, very consistent Sin. Always making it up in these top 8s in every bracket that he enters. We're going to see if he can do it again today, but it's going to be, if I'm not mistaken, a Kaneda team kill. Of course, Kaneda with that OMG tag representing. Was it Toronto? It's the same. It's just mids, I think, as the local. Anyways, Kaneda taking out that first round. Udon trying to go for the dash round start, but Kaneda beating it out. Guys, I'm just mesmerized by how awesome the flag looks on this skin for Kaneda here. Isn't it look so awesome, man? Like the red outline. All of the David skins look so good. The recolors, they look amazing. Good blocks here. Udon going for that reversal, but Kaneda giving a gap to bait it out. Has the follow-up ready. Takes out this witch. Gets game 1. What the hell is Udon? Yeah, I don't. Udon's been on the Eno for a couple weeks now. Udon's been on that, for a couple weeks. Of course, we could still see that Baiken, potentially. I know when you're, personally, when I learn a character, I try to commit as much as I can. So, Udon, gonna do that commit here to this matchup. Of course, it has a lot of experience on that Baiken. For all I know, maybe not a great matchup for Baiken v Sin. I have no idea, actually. And when you get up to this level, these players are pretty good, man. You get up to this level, matchups start to matter. Not a whole lot. Definitely start to matter. Definitely start to matter. It's going to be that hard knockdown here. Udon definitely getting a lot more of a chance to breathe, a lot more of a chance to shine, to show off our stuff. Getting a perfect here against Kaneda's Sin. Udon looking very solid in this first round. Baiken bad, question mark? What? What? How could this be? Oh, wow. So Kaneda buying some time there for a moment without the flex shield. Udon getting back in, but spending the burst on the first counter hit, doesn't have it for the second one. Kaneda still zoning with these Hawk Bakers. It's going to be that air dash nothing that Udon's going to throw you into the corner for. Nice stuff keeping that one going. Has the 50 tension, the follow-up with super. Kaneda, dude. Early in this round, I'm talking about Udon, like, oh, Udon playing a secondary, blah, blah, blah. Dude, Udon kind of nuts right now in the, amazing game 2. Definitely putting, shutting me up, I'll say. So awesome stuff in that game 2 there from Udon. Definitely shutting me up. All right, we got a set on our hands. You're 2-rounding Kaneda, bro. You're doing something right. Of course, it's Guilty Gear Strive, man. It's a volatile last game. Guys, big shout outs. If you guys haven't already signed up, go ahead and check out that redemption bracket. Would love for y'all to sign up for that one. Is there a command for redemption? I don't even know. Actually, for redemption? Yeah, guys, check out the redemption bracket. We'll be firing that one off in just a minute. Last reminder. If you've gone 0-2 or 1-2 in the bracket, or if you're watching the VOD and you're learning about this for the first time, we run redemption brackets. It runs at the same time as the Jeekly Open Live. You just sign up in the Discord if you go 0-2 or 1-2 in the main bracket, and we have just a whole nother bracket for you. No gimmicks, no catches. It's free. You just, hey, I want to play more. We'll let you play more. You just got to let us know in the Discord. And if you're in the bracket tonight, it's your last chance. You got 1 minute. You got to go to the Discord and say something. Udon. Explosive start here. But Kaneda getting a couple licks in as well. That the flag shield that Kaneda's been pretty active with, at least in this matchup against Eno. It's bought us some time. Got us to run that pressure after. Gonna get that throw, but Udon was ready with the air tech and then got the follow-up after. Oh, yeah, not enough to kill on that first combo, but then had the mix after. It was a weird one, too. It was like HCL meaty? Was that a meaty HCL? It's like the air HCL. Oh, dude, can you fuzzy off of air HCL like that? Huh. If they stand block it, that is? Huh. All right, anyways. 5D, Red RC, Kaneda. Unfortunately, couldn't keep that one going. Probably expected a close slash after that second 5D. Didn't get it, but was able to get this anti-air and linked after into the 2K on that counter hit combo. Taking advantage of this corner from Udon. Nice jump forward there from Kaneda. Guys, that super can be very hard to punish if you don't jump forward. So Kaneda was ready, but Udon, realizing he spent that PRC to keep themselves safe, but not for long. Kaneda just needs one more piece of damage. It's going to be that 6K low to take it. You guys can't hear the Discord pings, right? One just went off. Okay. Oh, wow. Scooping you out of the air and getting a counter hit. Udon in that air vulnerability state. Gonna take a lot of damage here. Kaneda baiting out that reversal again. Udon getting away with some of these reversals, but just as many have been baited as well. Kaneda very wise to that reversal option. And also ready with the punish after, right? Doesn't drop that close slash. Able to keep it going. All right, guys, how we feeling? A lot of long games, a lot of long sets tonight. I'm gonna get a million. So appreciate everybody being patient about that. Thank you very much. Oh wow, using that JP, not a crazy combo after, but just keeping Udon down and in the corner is enough. Especially against an Eno, but despite that, Udon was still able to fight out using that red RC to keep the pressure going. Kaneda getting another nice counter hit 6P. They've been doing a lot of numbers in just not just this round, but in the last round, the last game as well. That's going to be Kaneda going up into this potential set point situation. And because of that, I'm going to act your next players. So be patient with me, guys. I think we're going to do Odriman and Gup next. So I'm going to at him. At Odriman and Gup. How do I spell your name? Oh, Jesus Christ. How do I spell your name? Okay, we'll find out in just a second. Until then, Udon is sending you through, getting that positive bonus built up. It's going to be Kaneda using that Hawkbaker to beat out Udon here, who is building up tension with that positive bonus, using that PRC to try to get on Kaneda here, but it's going to be maybe a tech attempt from Kaneda that turned into a throw instead, putting us in a very great spot. Going to try to take out Udon here, only needs one more hit to do it, feeling that pressure, spends the gold burst. Great stuff there, Kaneda. I love that both these players have interesting names. So if you're not hip, Lakey actually had the HC2K equals nuclear for a while now, I think. Or maybe someone else had it and Lakey took it. I don't know. I know Lakey's had it for a minute. gaysexlegend changing his to saying Baiken 5P equals nuke. Calling out that four frame mash option. But here we go, guys. This is gaysexlegend, sometimes known as Jotogoat. I'll probably be calling him GSL just because it can get a little tiring saying gaysexlegend 100 times. But it's going to be up against Lakey. Now, Lakey, a very consistent top 8er here at the Jeekly, playing that Baiken. Just played Unika, it was either last week or the week before. GSL playing that Leo, I think, recently got a TNS top 8. Very strong Leo, but definitely been exploding in the scene as of late, especially in the net plays. And just last week, got up and got second place. So if I'm spoiling that tournament for you, if I'm spoiling the Jeekly 75, I'm sorry. But Jotogoat, gaysexlegend, trying to get that run back. If possible, it's going to be Lakey with the no mix-up, just going to be the nothing in your face, and then getting the Ozanson after to get out GSL here. Trying to spend that DP to get out some of these scenarios, using our guard cancel to keep GSL down. I like comboing rather off of that JH, using that S tether to its full ability. Awesome stuff. Do you mean homosexual intercourse myth? Okay, because gaysexlegend. I see what you're doing there. I see. Homosexual intercourse myth. And then what would Lakey be? Rivery? Is that funny? Pondy? Definitely not as explicit. Definitely nowhere near as explicit. Awesome stuff. So that 6H, it really plus on block, but also because it's delayed, can potentially call out guard cancel or guard parry like it just did against Lakey here. But GSL still not in a great spot. Is going to be able to burst out this super, keeping GSL in the corner. It's going to be the meaty boom. Good option against that guard cancel if Lakey had decided to choose it. It's going to be that counter hit DP, baiting out that parry on the wake up, getting a counter hit for it as well. GSL, unfortunately, didn't have enough to kill, but in fact, it almost looked calculated, going for the meaty cross up instead. Great stuff there, GSL taking that first game. Great stuff, great stuff. What's going on, by the way, Sultani? How you feeling? Man, that was a close game one, bro. That was a close game one. Do you see the kinds of things that GSL is doing on pressure against Lakey, right? Of course, Lakey showing you a lot of interesting options, and some of them are just simple and very strong, like the 4-frame 5P, or doing wake up parry, or even delay and then guard canceling in a string or something instead. GSL trying to call that out in a few different ways, and one of the ways you saw was boom. Now right there was just a simple combo to get that hard knockdown,
going for... I didn't actually catch what the... yeah, I didn't actually catch what the meaty option was there. Lakey just with a wake-up super is able to beat it out. GSL, I think, with some pretty well-timed DPs in general. Of course, Lakey did get a burst in that last game. A bait, rather. Freudian slip there because Lakey just spent his burst as GSL spends his burst. Probably tried to go for a 6P or 5P in the face of that timing, but Lakey was already active with it. It's going to be the sweet spot gun. Lakey taking this first round of game 2. Strong stuff. Sorry guys, doing Discord stuff right now. Okay, sorry, doing Discord stuff. I'm back just in time to see that burst here from GSL. Lakey getting that bait after not being able to finish the whole combo, but still able to take that game. Okay. Strong stuff here. Those Satamis can be powerful. You gotta play Udong Donkey Kong or whatever. Womp womp. What the fuck? We have Millia friendly fire down and pool 1 losers. Are you talking about Udon? Oh no, we know Millia friendly fire. You're talking about CloverDragon. It's unfortunate. Oh, whoa, that was a cool one right there. Able to clash through the S tether and keep that DP going. GSL, with the max range of that 5H, gets the loop pickup. As long as you get that first hit of that 5H, and you're close enough, you can link with that 2S after. Well, it's a Gatling, but you know what I'm trying to say. And then you keep the loop going. DPing here through Lakey. Oh, that was gap. Try to go, threatening the 100-meter super. Lakey calling out that common option with the parry, but no, GSL using an immediate PRC to cancel the super and beat it and then win that round. That was gap, bro. Type Jazz coming in the chat. What kind of name is gaysexlegend? Well, it just happens to be the name of this Leo player on the screen who just got second place at last week's Jeekly, the Jeekly 75, up against Jack. Wants to try to do the same in this bracket, but he's gonna have to climb through. Okay, if you want to see gay sex in the finale, you're gonna have to stick to the end. Until then, we're playing for a top 8 qualifier. It could still be either player moving on to that top side, trying to use that PRC maybe to try to bait that burst that Lakey had just earned. But GSL didn't. Rather, Lakey didn't fall for it. No meter for both players. GSL running up after that H-cab, trying to possibly bait out another parry attempt, but Lakey instead just using that 4P, that 4-frame 5P rather. Nice DP here from GSL, but the meaty 5D gets beat out. God forbid you try to take your turn. God forbid you try to run your offense. Because we got quarter circle P on the other side of the screen. Lakey here, up 2-1. Looking strong here on this Baiken. Definitely a good pilot here, very consistent in these top 8s. GSL going to spend that burst. The H-cab catching us from a distance. Going into that super. I don't think we're close enough to... No, we are. We're close enough to the wall. Yeah, Lakey will be sending us through for a hard knockdown. And we have our burst on defense just in case if we need it. We're mixing up our options on Lakey's wake up. I believe at least in my eyes, Lakey's just been so good at guessing right. I don't know. Like, that parry's very explosive. You just saw the tech right there on GSL's meaty throw, that is. It's going to be the 2S to call it that 6P attempt. Good pressure here from Lakey. Keeping this Leo in the corner. I like that, being aggressive. Not just always falling back to the DP, and this time it was the run-up 6P trying to call out maybe a retether. Letting Lakey wake up there, earning a lot of respect for the potential of that parry. Yozansen wasn't enough to kill, didn't have the tension to get a mix-up after. It's going to be the cross-up, baiting out that first jab. Didn't get a huge punish at first, then got enough to get the burst at least from Lakey, but on one last far slash, it's going to be the trade hit on the startup of that boom. Lakey able to run up, put that sword in your face, and then move on to the winner side of top 8. All right, y'all. It's going to be Classified up against Lakey. Now, Classified playing a character you probably didn't expect on the Chipp. Of course, we know Classified for that Giovanna. But I have seen the Chipp before. And maybe you have as well. And we're seeing it here today. Going to be going up against the Baiken, against Lakey's Baiken. Classified has had enough of Giottum 1. Okay, time to pin that for the entirety of the stream. Give me 1 second. Go ahead and pin that one for the entirety of the stream. There we go. Hello, Jeek. I'm doing okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, how's it going, Zava? I did just ask you that. I read it as if you said that out of nowhere, but but I did just ask you how you were doing. I exist in the shadows, though. I'm not here. Oh, okay. Oh, you're not here. Excuse me. Guys, let me get some credit to these players here. Lakey, of course, playing this Baiken. May see a Unika later. I've seen the Lakey Unika before. But Classified starting off with the Chipp, guys. Looking pretty strong here, too. Of course, we are down 1 round so far against this Baiken, but the overhead red RC is going to put this Samurai through. Whole lot of weaving going on the screen, right? We got a ninja and a samurai here. Oh, using the PRC to keep that throw attempt safe after. Yeah, Classified. Oh no! Shuriken. Classified. I know you're not a Chipp player, but you know what you must do. It's Shuriken. No! Trying to go, but no! My gosh! No. Guys, you're also going to fucking kill me. I forgot to hit the run ad button again. I'm debating. Is there a way to turn them off midstream? I would. I just would if I could. I'm like so mad at myself. I would just turn them off. Can I do that midstream? Jesus Christ. All right, guys. Big shouts to Lakey, by the way. Getting that first. That's what. There was a lot of silence there. Half of it was realizing I didn't hit the ad during the break, so I'm like, oh my god. And the other half was Lakey on that pixel. Able to space out that DP, and then the S tether scooping you in for the punish after. Trying to send another one of those DPs. Classified. Feeling the strength of the DP. Gravitating towards that option. Lakey calling it out. I mean, Classified doing some cool stuff here despite playing the secondary. Showed you in the last game the backdash BRC, which we're all very well aware of Classified using that option on Giovanna to take out some of the best. I mean, you can do it on quite a couple characters, so doing it on the Chipp as well. Staggering out that pressure. Lakey saw the stagger earlier when Lakey had to play against Jotogoat on the Leo. Not a stranger to the stagger regardless of the character it's coming from. It's a lot of S-tether resets here from Lakey. Going to be taking this game 2. Strong stuff from this Baiken.
strong stuff right there. All right, y'all. Classified, saying, all right. I showed you some of the Chipp. Now let me show you this Giovanna. Nice parry there from Lakey. Of course, you should be ready to 6P that dog dart. But hey, if you got the parries as well, then, man, Lakey just showing you how strong that guard cancel can be. Nice blocks here on that H-cab, giving Classified the chance to go for that close / punish after. Lakey blocking it out here, not going for that guard cancel yet. Honestly, people giving a lot of respect to that option. Lakey not scoffing at that one, saying, hey, yeah, I'll let you let me wake up. I'll take going back to neutral. Try to go for the H-cab after the tech, but Classified pulling up on you with the dash. Lakey using the fast RC to keep the combo going is going to be able to take out this Giovanna and put ourselves on set point. Guard cancel comes out. We get that punish here. Lakey, with that tether applied, is trying to block it out, or rather keep that pressure going against Classified, who did corner ourselves. We did get that dash in JK, but which was a neat cross-up, but didn't get the huge pickup after. So have to spend our burst there, less Lakey was going to deal crazy amount of damage to us. Gets that S-tether counter hit. Definitely don't like the sight of that one. Lakey is going to have the tension ready for the mix after him that he was on. Classified staying alive here, dashing up with that 5K. Lakey running down this Giovanna of all things. Going to be finishing off with that 2D, scooping up Classified on the back dash. Lakey going to be taking this one out on this Baiken, moving up to winners finals. All right, y'all. Still on this winner side of top 8. Going to be Jack up against Odriman. Odriman coming in on that Faust. We're no strangers to Faust around here, but if you aren't, let me tell you, Odriman, one of the best out here on that Faust. On the winner side of top 8, this may be Odriman being the first time on the winner side of top 8, but you can't celebrate too much because you're up against Jack. No, the item mod! No, the item mod is on! The item mod, the items are invisible and his scalpel is invisible. Oh my god, I turned this mod on the last tournament and I didn't turn it off. Fuck! Oh my god, I need the DM wondering, how do I turn off the mod? The Faust mod. Oh my god, oh my god. To be fair, I think Lurie did tell me to turn the mod off. I'm now remembering that. What item did we just throw? Do you guys even know? Okay, it was a bomb. All right, so we're going to be playing this mini game, guys, where we're going to be guessing what the Faust is putting on the screen. I am so sorry. Okay, what item do we have? Okay, that one looked like it may have been another bomb, but I didn't see the explosion off screen. There's going to be a lot of this game, guys. I'm so sorry. I want to put some respect onto both of these players, especially because Odriman has a round lead right now. Jack blocking it all out, though, yeah. Oh my god, not the mix from downtown. Calling out Jack for going for that reload. What's the item? It was one to keep that command throw safe potentially, but Jack was still able to roll out. It was the trumpet. You saw that Jack had to do that. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, I'm burping and oh my lord, my god, I'm so sorry. I apologize. Okay, Jesus. I was trying to commentate right there and just start fucking burping right into the mic. Jesus Christ. Okay, look at this air block on the trumpet first off. Funny stuff there when you can't see anything that's on the screen with the items. But then using that Scarecrow PRC to get the follow-up. Great stuff here. Lakey saying, fellas, I'm going to Culver's BRB. Oh, I'm going to end my life. I'm not. I'm kidding. That's a joke in Minecraft. But Jesus Christ. We'll be okay. Oh, wait. Lakey's on winner's side. That's completely fine. Yeah. Who cares? Or rather, I hope you enjoy your colors. Yeah, we're completely fine. As slow as this bracket's been going the last 20 minutes? No, I'm kidding. I think we're still on time. I think we're still on schedule. So. Lakey has good taste. Culver's is good. Hey, I'll eat it. Personally, I'll eat anything. If it barks, I'm biting. You hear me?
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. This match, so okay, you're watching this. Faust has no items. You're wondering what the fuck is going on. Okay, so I unfortunately last tournament had a Faust enter who couldn't see his items, and because of that, I had to have a mod on, and did not uninstall said mod. So that's why Odriman doesn't have a scalpel, and you can't see what item we just threw. What could that possibly be? What's the opinion on Canes, Jeep? Oh, I fuck with Canes. I'm not gonna sit here and like defend it past anything. And I know people make fun of people for having the scapegoat response of like, oh, but I only have it for the sauce. It's like, yeah, I do only have it for the sauce. But I mean, I don't know. The chicken ain't bad. I'm gonna keep it. I'm not saying that Cane's chicken's better than any other chicken on the planet. I'm not saying it's worse. I won't publicly make that statement. Can I say it's good? I think you can say it's bad. I think obviously you can have the opinion that it's bad. I've never had it. I think that it's not worth going out of your way. I'll say that. It sounds like Zaxby's with worse chicken. I don't even know what Zaxby's is. I don't even know what Zaxby's is. My beef is that there's not enough pepper in the batter. Okay, Scary's got it so deep with Canes that ScaryEsq's got the fucking microscope out here. We're checking the configuration of the cooking ingredients of the chicken out here. We're saying, I'm sorry, there's not enough herbs and spices in this bitch. I like my chicken with a little burn to it. If I don't feel my chicken, if I'm not reminded about my chicken sandwich the next morning, then it wasn't. Then hey, then something wasn't right. You feel me? I said, wondering how do I turn off the Faust mod? Wondering says uninstall it from the file. Okay. All right, y'all. Do you guys know what wondering means by that? I'm 70 years old. We're in game 3. I can't see what the fuck this Faust is doing. Oh, we're getting a back throw, though. I can see that. That much I can see. What could that item be? Oh, I heard it. It was a mini Faust. And that's going to keep Jack in the corner. Odriman getting another snip here. Okay. No item this time. Edward's going to abuse that afro here. Try to go for the snip. I think Jack did a good job there of doing that fuzzy jump. Able to dodge the snip and still block out the throw. Gets rewarded with the pickup and the burst bait after Jack in an amazing sequence. Was back to the wall literally, but then brought it back in terms of our advantage state and then won the round. I heard the mini Faust. I think I heard a mini Faust, but it's going to be another re-snip here. Oh my god, a lot of snips. I may not be able to see the items, and I probably can't see the scalpel, but I can see these command throws. Pausing here for a moment. Scalping you back. It's going to be the whiff punish shot. Jack tries to take this Faust down to the corner, but it's amazing anti-air from Odriman. Dude, okay. That fully charged Scarecrow didn't get in a big advantage state after. In fact, Jack was able to press out. Has that 100 tension. Linking that 5K into a wall splat for putting Odriman in a bad spot with this knockdown situation. There's that 6S. I see Ukyo in the chat. There's the why I oughta. Mitt TV says, you don't got Unverum? What is that, the mod manager? Unverum, the mod manager? No, I don't got no goddamn mod manager. Imagine, okay, amazing burst bait, by the way, from Jack. If this was going to be hard, if deleting this mod was going to be a hard thing, like, if there were reasons why it would be hard, trust me, it's happening. Does that make sense? Is what I'm saying making sense? Let me get my next players added, huh, guys? Okay, sorry, guys. I was adding people in the Discord. Eyes are up. Jack already with a great start in this round, but Odriman, I think, is a very unique Faust player. I unironically get to see a lot of Faust here at the Jeekly. There's a lot of very strong Fausts. Consistently in the top 8s also. So Odriman, just another one of the flock, but, you know, this character does have a lot of expression. Unfortunately, I'm not able to show you how we're reacting to some of the items because you can't see what the items are. But I'm actually curious to see how Odriman likes to play around things like when we throw hammer, how do we like to interact with that? When we have 100-ton weight, what are we going for after? Good tech. Try to go for that 2H. Not a huge punish, but then, well, at first at least, but then a really deep J2K after was the huge punish. It's the overhead, dude. Just the 6H connecting against Jack? That's crazy. Yeah, what's up with these invisible items anyway? It's kind of dumb. Sultani, yeah. It's, and you're not wrong. It's my bad. It's a mod that I accidentally kept on. Long story short. Oh my god, guys, I looked up and away. Dude, Odriman bringing us to game 5 with that last one. Here we go. Great stuff. Odriman able to take it out. It sucks to watch. It does suck to watch, dog. I'm on your fucking side, Sultani. Sultani, we're on the same side, damn it. Keep up, keep up. We're on the same page. Odriman, please, bro, imagine the Twitter interactions. Actually, though, this is crazy, dude. Odriman may get this insane upset here against Jack. Fortunately, Jack will have this set preserved on his stream where you can see the items. But in the meantime, we're watching on this side. Odriman with a color swap. Pulling out the, that's the ashy color. In your file. Oh, Waffles hooked me up. Thank you, Waffle. Okay, Waffle, we got that after this, okay? We'll have some downtime. That jump in JS to jail down this Faust. Seeing that standing there for a second probably was patient to see what option Odriman was going to represent, but it was going to be the throw. Jack keeps you in the corner. The wire seat gives you another chance to start fighting back. Nice. The thrust still able to connect. Of course, it had already started, so Jack using that BRC was still jailed down by that special move. The slash comes out. Jack here on set point. Odriman spacing out those shots, bro. But it's going to be the roll, mix, pickup. Jack rolling to each side of you, keeping you on this mid-screen, but cutting you on each side. It's going to be that low counter hit. Odriman has to spend that burst to get out. We have an item set up. D gets blocked out, man. The rolls in this last game were insane for Jack. Getting pickups here and there in the center of that screen. We went to game 5, but Jack made the most of that last one. Going to be moving on 3-2. Here we go, guys. GSL up against Crawm. You saw Crawm earlier today playing that Chipp, but today they're going to be playing that Unika. If you're watching live, you probably, you know, if you know, you know. I'll keep it at that. But we're starting this set off. GSL very strong, the Layo, just getting second place in last week's tournament. Once they get another taste of making it up there, but you're going to have to start it off from this loser side. Crawm with a very strong Chipp earlier, but again, on the Unika. Pretty good matchup, I think, against the Layo. We'll have to see what Crawm has in store for us. I think these players have some history, at least in the sense that GSL was excited for GSL was describing it as a rematch, so I guess that maybe they played another bracket or something. But isn't it 1-0 GSL? Okay, so they in the Discord said that they are going to scrap the first game.
If you were watching, it was a little laggy. So GSL said, hey, let's just scrap that first one. Whatever. That's the one time I'll do it. That's the one time I'll do it.
Good jump in JK. That jump in JK from Leo can be kind of unassuming. But it is a gnarly jump in button. Of course, if you just look at the normal and look how deep the kick goes, it's like, wow, damn, yeah. Just use your imagination. It's pretty good at jumping in. Amazing anti-air here from Crawm. We're going to deal some good damage here. Oh, I missed X. No worries, no worries. No worries. Good super. He's on a really good spot here. Crawm has that 50 tension, but it's going to be the close slash. Just a simple run of close slash. GSL not even worried about that safe jab. Not trying to do anything tricky with a cross up. It's just going to be that pull up meaty. But it wasn't enough to kill, even with the back turn super. Crawm still on a pixel. Now to keep it a buck could potentially. I mean, this is not an unwinnable round by any means. Oh. Either too low of a hurt box from Crawm or too high of a hitbox from GSL. Either way, it's going to be this Leo with 100 meter closing out that game 1. Okay. All right, so let me delete my message from the Discord. Actually, it's actually everyone's on the same page. My message. All right, here we go. GSL trying to go for that pillar, was ready with the back turn P after, which can be pretty good, like an anti-air button. Probably trying to call it the bar slash, but Crawm instead RPS and going for the low. Spending that burst after getting hit, GSL still has his burst, but getting punished on that 236H can be, that special move used in that way is really cool. Just using it as like that full screen lariat. It's a little bit slower than the 236S, but you still get to close that full screen distance. Crawm, gonna be wall break. That was a really cool wall break option right there from GSL, going to the stance cancel 2S. I wonder if you can loop off that. I wonder if that's why GSL actually did it that way. That's actually interesting. You can probably do the wall bounce loop off that. That's cool routing. Crawm gonna do that DP in the gap. These lasers pressing me down here. Burst max for Crawm, but GSL was able to get that back turn super and then deal some crazy damage here on the other side. Taking out this game 2, GSL with some very strong plays. A lot of pressure coming out from this Leo, man. We're explosive. We're using that 5P to keep you down. And also, I like how these wall breaks have been pretty simple. Just doing the run-up close slash, right? You can't get tricky. You can try to do like a cross-up. You can try just doing a throw there. You can try doing a shimmy. You can try doing a safe jab. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff. No, GSL just doing that delay close slash, that little bit of delay, trying to call out back dash. And also, I really like that end to that last round. Almost killed with the OTG super. Okay. Sorry guys, doing some Discord stuff. GSL been doing a lot of like tap 5P try to keep our turn. So I like that Crawm didn't fall for that one. But it's gonna be that back turn KOS back to back. Eating all of that meter from Crawm. Or eating those reversals, I'll say. GSL able to bait that out with that back turn KOS. Oh, nice. That jab 5P. GSL with a very tricky RC timing as well. Able to beat out Crawm there. I wonder what we were going with that RC2H. Probably thought that it was going to hit, so try to go for like maybe a fast RC2H. GSL chasing you down the screen with that pillar in your face, man. That was a hard one to fight. GSL, moving on, 3-0. Here we go, guys. It's going to be Charlotte or madamgup or Ember Buster. A couple names here. Going to be going up against DáinsLeif. Of course, I got to swap those names if you give me one moment here. Okay, names are swapped. DáinsLeif, of course, going to be on the Millia. Character we're no stranger to. Seen a lot of strong Millias in my time here at the Jeekly. DáinsLeif, no stranger to the Jeekly. I think I've seen DáinsLeif here in the Jeekly before. Now I'm stuttering all of a sudden. But DáinsLeif, I think this is their first time in a Jeekly top 8, though, so big stuff. I think we have 2 players on the loser side today that this was their first time getting Jeekly top 8, so big shout-outs to them. Bracket ain't over, though. We're still in the match, and we're going up against madamgup here. madamgup goes by, she's gone by many names, but she's coming in, getting those top 8s with this Potemkin. Amazing jump there on that pot buster attempt. DáinsLeif felt that one coming, was ready to finish off the round with that JH, and I love how quick you see DáinsLeif flicking those FDs here in neutral. Trying to see if madamgup is just going to press that button. We're ready with the dash blocks after on this Pixie. Blocking low here. Great stuff. We're active. We're taking the corner, in fact, and madamgup with no burst in her disposal now. DáinsLeif running away with this one. We are about to get 50 tension. You could see a YRC in the near future, but it's going to be a tech throw at first. It's okay. You can take Global StarCraft League. Oh, talking about the GSL. If you know, you know. We got more GSL matches to come, guys. Until then, we got DáinsLeif here on this Millia. Nice. Of course, you don't just have to block that hammerfall low, that slide head low. You can backdash through it like DáinsLeif just did a moment ago. Man, a little bit of a slower round for Guilty Gear Strive standards, especially for a Potemkin on the screen. But the reason why it's going so slow is because DáinsLeif is playing super calculated, not taking insane risks here on the Millia. I mean, damn, man, this is the most fighting game Millia I've ever seen, bro. And I don't know. I feel like we throw around like I feel like we throw around the term footsies a lot, maybe a little too much. And maybe that's not an accurate description of what's happening here even. But it feels like, despite it being Millia Potemkin, despite DáinsLeif winning the last game, it was still slow. It was still calculated. And I think that's why we wanted to be clear. Oh, because the moment you try to do anything as simple as just, I don't know, re-dashing in to keep your pressure, you can get fuzzy pot buster for your entire HP bar. madamgup. Using that heat tackle to chase down this Millia and this down the screen, keeping her in the corner. It's going to be the 5v red RC to get the mix. madamgup closing out that last round. Scary saying you get used to it. Millia chain gang, let's go. Of course, yeah, shout out to Scary. I'm over here talking about Millia. I didn't even say anything about Scary. Scary, of course, representing that Millia. Hopefully, Scary, how'd you do in the bracket, homie? Hope you had a good one. I think you were in the bracket. Yeah, you were. Well, we got DáinsLeif and madamgup here. DáinsLeif, of course, with that first game. Very calculated first game. madamgup you're using. Dude, that is unfuckwithable, bro. That is a crazy sequence to use that PRC to JD after. madamgup tried to close it out with that first 5P. I think it whiffed and then a little, honestly, just spaghetti. Just spaghetti at the very end there. Just going to keep it a million. madamgup with a really good situation getting out of that corner in the first place, getting that counter hit and using... Dude, we used heat tackle in the combo to get even more corner carry. That was interesting. Watch that one again. At least I think that's what we just did. Off of 2S. Dude, that's I mean, honestly, that's kind of cool. I mean, it's a simple combo, but it's cool. We gotta blow up Potemkin's BBL Surgeon, dude. Okay. I don't know why I read that so spaced out. We gotta blow up Potemkin's BBL Surgeon, dude. OMFG. There you go. I can read. Does DáinsLeif also go by another tag, or is this just a Millia player I haven't heard of before? DáinsLeif? No, I think you may have not heard of them before. I actually couldn't tell you what region DáinsLeif is from. I've just seen enough net play brackets at this point where I know I've seen DáinsLeif here and there. I think I've seen DáinsLeif on Jeekly before. But I know it's their first top 8. At the very least, they didn't have a role in the Discord, so. This is their main tag. There you go. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm ignorant to the region. Wow, dude, that was a great way to check the armor, huh? Checking that approach, beating your drive rush, so to speak, with that 2P. Jumping through that pop buster. DáinsLeif able to get out of that throw. That would have been a nasty throw. Wouldn't have killed you, but damn, it may have been close. It may have killed Millia, actually. God damn, it may have. But no, only a pixel left to take away. DáinsLeif's going to do it with the Bad Moon. I love that I was like, oh, maybe they're in that play. Maybe I've seen them around. And I love how Zombie just goes, they're a tower bum. Not afraid to say it, I guess. Just not afraid to say it. I mean, not that it's necessarily derogatory, I guess. Okay, dude, Gup really good with those 5Ps. Boxing our way out of that corner. DáinsLeif, I think, has been pretty good about jumping a lot of those immediate stagger pop busters, either the meaties or the close slash stagger ones. Real quick, guys, by the way, Tight Jazz, Henry Wolverine, and Jerry U. Am I saying that right? Jerry U. Harry U. Jerry U. Thank you for those follows, guys. Appreciate you following the Twitch stream. We do this every Friday, y'all. We do this every Friday, and we also have our other brackets as well. We have the Academy. Now, I'm keeping it a buck. We're in a little bit of a hiatus, but I do have some announcements here, guys. I wasn't clickbaiting y'all with my tweet earlier. I said I had some Jeekly announcements. We have a couple, but I'm going to wait towards the end of the bracket so I can get a clip and stuff. Okay? Nice stuff here from madamgup, man. That was such a long game 3. And DáinsLeif, I think, is kind of the reason why that's happening, right? DáinsLeif really slowing down the match despite being on the Millia. Not going for any crazy risks again. madamgup kind of having to I'm trying to avoid the word force, but we're doing Hammerfall PRC Pop Buster after DáinsLeif is like walking back after Hair Needle, right? Like we're saying, hey, Millia, come to us, right? And if she doesn't, then we get in there on this Potemkin. So madamgup, definitely good at forcing the situation. I'm trying to avoid the word force. I need a synonym or something there, or maybe a better verb. Waffle with just Potemkin, period. Thank you, Potemkin. Not sarcastically either. I want Millia dead. That's crazy. That is crazy. Oh, that was tricky, using the JK to get the overhead hit, and because the BRC slowdown was in effect, was able to combo after. Gup gonna keep this Millia in the corner with heat tackle. Millia, DáinsLeif feeling good, spending that burst. Hey, that may be the last interaction you need, trying to get the OTG with Bad Moon, but this Potemkin has so much HP. Great stuff, beating out the 2D with S-Disc. DáinsLeif. Very tricky option. Great choice. madamgup using that blue wall so to keep it. Dude, DáinsLeif has been so good at jumping some of these pop busters, but madamgup makes them connect as much as they whiff. Didn't get a punish on that whiff throw there. DáinsLeif fighting out of this corner, man. It's going to be that flick getting a reversal. 5D gets blocked. DáinsLeif with some active defense here, but such low HP. The air throw does it. Dude, I'm just like, oh, whoa, no way, you link 5K off of that? Dude. Okay, flicking the FD there. Trying to see if madamgup wanted to press a button as a reversal, but not today. It's going to be the 2S counter hit, confirming into the buster. DáinsLeif has 100 tension, but we need a chance to spend it, man. Tries to start with that 5P. madamgup starts off the jump normal. Use the RC to keep herself safe, but DáinsLeif still gets the anti-air. It's a throw punish, waiting out the burst. madamgup commits to the bait and takes the set. 3-1. Awesome stuff from DáinsLeif on this Millia. But Potemkin moves on. I'll admit I'm out of the loop. Guys, real quick, what's going on? You're watching the Jeekly. It's going to be gaysexlegend up against Odriman. Let me get those names swapped for you. Odriman, of course, playing on the Faust. And you can see the items now. If you've been watching the VOD, you probably saw Odriman's previous match, a really awesome set against Jack, which unfortunately you could not see the items because I had a model on. But I turned it off. And now we can see them, and we can see why we're making these decisions. Gaysex with a really great start here, blocking the overhead, dash blocking into the mix. Odriman using the fast RC to keep it safe, and in fact going for the command grab as that extra layer. We have that Afro applied. Gaysex blocking out the Afro, but because of that, Odriman able to get a throw instead. A simple safe jump, huh? I mean, in fact, I don't think we did a jump number. We just did neutral jump block. Was able to call out GSL there. The JD whiff to beat the backdash, but then GSL was still able to fight out of the corner, man. I'm going to keep it a buck. That round was spaghetti. You can tell by the HP at the end. Odriman able to get the first one. Whoa, GSL was traded from insert killers? You know what's funny about it saying, about you saying that, Nika, was that someone was on stream earlier and their tag was insert killers. Who the fuck was it, though? Does anyone remember who it was? I don't remember. I just remember it happening. I don't remember who it was. I love hearing that counter hit from Leo, bro. They took me out of bracket. Oh, they did? Waffle. Oh, the nasty chaos. Okay. Go for that thrust. Whoa. What? Was that on purpose? That was a weird one. What the fuck even happened? Odriman going for maybe a setup there that Gaysex, with our... Oh, dude. Dude. GSL tried the back turn parry, the mini Faust, I think, at least. Didn't pay off. Odriman able to close it out with this bone-crushing excitement. This Faust is goated. This Faust is fucking good, bro. Odriman is really good. Fortunately, we don't get to see much of him. At least here in the Jeekly, man. But as of late, I think Odriman signed up last week, and then we had him. Obviously, we have him right now, right? So, what's your pronouns, Odriman? You go by he, him? I'm just assuming. Oh, you don't have a role. Wait, Tournament Stream Helper will tell me. Wait, it's not telling me. You're from Mexico. Oh, wait, I knew that. I knew Odriman was from Mexico.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Whoa, dude. That 6-8 counter hitting always feels so good. Odriman feeling that pressure, spends the burst. Getting the corner stolen on us, though. Man, that mix is so violent. I think one strong thing about GSL, if you guys have been watching a lot of Leo play, is that Gaysex has to be one of the more calculated reset-heavy Leos, where, like, when you watch MFCR, he does a lot of resets, but they feel like he kind of is just doing what he wants to do, which is not a bad thing. In fact, he's, like, one of the best players in the world because of it. Right? It really fits the playstyle of Leo. But GSL, gaysexlegend, goes for a lot of these resets, but they are setups. Like, they're calculated. We're going for these meaty 2-3-6 H's. We're trying to get the counter hit back turn keys to re-loop them over and over again. That was a tricky one. Odriman actually able to get the corner steal. I think that's with like a dash jump. Blocking out those overheads. Great blocks here from GSL. It's the corner steal. And because we fully charge the Scarecrow, you're actually able to be plus after. So GSL respecting that one just long enough to get that 5D mix crossing up to each side. That should be enough to kill. No! Okay. Unfortunate drop there, GSL getting a little too crafty with that combo at the end. Tried to use that wild assault. Was still able to get it. No big thing. No big deal. Evened up 1-1. Now, of course, that last cross-up you just saw, especially in the replay, that was not true, right? Dashing through you that many times. But that's the thing, is that GSL does so many that you're like, wait, that was meaty? Wait, wait, you can steal the corner here. Wait, you can combo off that. GSL does so many of those Leo tricks that you can eventually get away with the dash through you 4 times. You know what I mean? Now, of course, that setup dashing through only twice is true, and it's invisible what side you come on, so it's crazy. It's a cool setup. It's a cool character. Two cool characters. Odriman getting that first game. GSL getting that second one. So we're even nothing. Oh, dude, would that have connected? I don't know if Odriman was actually blocking that one, but a little greedy to go for it with an afro on your head. The mini Faust going through GSL's JH there. It wasn't yet active from landing on the ground yet. Oh, wow, that was a tricky one. Didn't get the combo after, but you did get the dunk on the mini Faust. 2D is the counter hit, trying to bait that burst out. GSL's going to take you to the corner. Odriman not spending the burst, man. H-boom of all time. Why is no one mentioning it? Zavi, you know what's funny? Is that I'm just blind. Was there a crazy H-boom? I'm going to watch the clip back and see a crazy H-boom, and you put a gun to my head right now. I didn't even know there was an H-boom in the past 2 minutes. The things I focus on are probably not the things you focus on. That's what I mean. And well, there you go. Dude, can we talk about how Odriman just fucking won on a pixel, man? That last round was so crazy down to the wire. Both players still keeping the burst at the end despite having both spent it, I think, in that last round. We were able to earn it back. That's how long it went for. That's how long it went for. Tried to go for the DP, but Odriman with a BRC bait gets rewarded with a decent amount of damage and a 100-ton weight in that belly of yours. He's got to get a good chance to use it. It's going to be the Wild Assault counter hit confirmed. Odriman using the PRC to keep the pressure going. Okay, that was just BM, bro. I think you could have PRC'd forward and got the combo after, and I don't know if Odriman, like, wanted to do that and, like, just misinputted, or if we actually went for the meme here, but yeah, dude. Oh, dude, if Odriman did PRC forward eat. Oh, you know what? What if that's what Odriman meant to do? And that's why we went backwards. Maybe we meant to do a different input or something. Because that would have been a cool combo if you were able to use the 100-ton weight in your pocket to actually combo off of that. That would have been crazy. And maybe that's what we were going for. I don't actually know. Duel 1. Let's rock, guys. Here we go. Game 4. gaysexlegend slowing things down a lot, it seems like, here in this Game 4. Could potentially be the last one if Odriman takes it, but with that burst bait, GSL is going to keep you on this side of the screen. Look at that, man. There's that calculation, rather. Instead of going for the wall break, was already close to having that 50 tension. Instead, kept Odriman in your face, or rather, in the face of your back, right? This back turn is where you want to be. GSL, even if you could get the wall break, why would you give up the back turn, right? You get the mix after. Give me that afro. Odriman catching with that JK. You can do that with that afro. Oh, whoa, that was a nasty shimmy there from gaysexlegend. And by shimmy, I mean you like literally just stood there and watched Odriman throw a throw. It's going to be a command throw to keep this Leo in the corner. YRC gets baited out. Odriman with some really good system mechanic baits. It's going to be sending this GSL through. And despite taking that first round, GSL taking a lot of damage here. Odriman feeling that pressure, doesn't want to lose this round, spends the burst. GSL holding onto it very patiently, not giving it up, trying to fish for a 2G, doesn't get punished. Odriman wasn't able to get that hit after with the 5P. That was tricky, right? Because that bomb was coming out. GSL was trying to play ping pong with it, but Odriman wasn't going to let you do it for free, and your HP was too low to take the risk. We're here on set point. I'm going to add your next players, guys. If you guys don't mind me just going quiet here for a second while I do that. Here we go. We're good to go. Right? Second doesn't wait, right? No. Still be good. Good to go. Good to go. There we go. All right, so I'm looking back up the screen, guys. GSL getting that. Oh, a cross-up just in time to do nothing, right? To see Odriman use that deflect shield. It gets baited out. The BRC gets spent as well. Odriman with a lot of system mechanic usage there at the end of the round. All for naught. it's going to be the wall splat and the break. What a flashy way to finish. I feel like that was meant to be a grab. Oh, that deflect shield was meant to be a grab. Possibly. Did I catch it in the replay? Let me pay attention again. Oh, I think it was just before the replay. And you're right. You're actually so right. Who said that? Was it Waffle? You're actually so right, Waffle. That was supposed to be a back throw, potentially. That's exactly what it was. Okay, but it's in the past. We're on game 5. A lot of game 5s here today. The Jeekly. Can't complain about game 5s. Means that the competition's heating up, right? Good damage here from GSL. The simple stuff. Getting those hard knockdowns. Odriman saying, hey, you can't do the fake run-throughs on me. GSL not really abusing the fake ones, right? Because the players at this level, especially someone like Odriman, ready to react. At least the block. Gets the just block. GSL gets the run-through again. This time, canceling to the super during the tumble. That's going to be enough to put us on set point. The thrust connects. The mini Faust didn't even get procced. Wow. What an optimal mini Faust, bro. That was optimal mini Faust. No, unfortunate stuff. Tried to use the whiff air throw to keep that combo going. I mean, we still are, huh? GSL on set point. It's going to be the run through and the burst bait. Canceling your stance normal to call out that burst from Odriman. gaysexlegend. Moving on in the bracket. Duel 1, let's rock. We're still on the loser side of bracket, but it's Classified up against madamgup. Classified, very strong competitor. Still, of course, in the top 8, showing that consistency, but hasn't been down this far on the loser side, I think, in a minute. And it's going to be a hard one. This isn't going to be an easy one. They're going to be up against madamgup. Going by a couple names here. If you know, you know. Going to be coming in on that Potemkin. Very strong Potemkin player. One of the strongest we had as of late here in the bracket. A character that you can't laugh at, you can't scoff at, you got to take seriously. And you got to do your homework on. Classified using that 100 tension to turn the super into a round win after getting that hit on the slide head. madamgup not faltering at that round loss, though. Going to use that blue wild assault to stay on top of Classified. In fact, keep this Giovanna in the corner. Fast RC to keep the combo going. Classified has that burst on the other side, but that's a lot of damage. Potemkin Buster comes out. Great stuff here from madamgup. Despite being down that first round, had a very strong round right back. Using the 2K and the 2D to try to zone out the Giovanna bit and check that approach. Classified is doing a good job of spacing it out. In fact, getting those whiff punish. Oh no! What was that input supposed to be? We were just talking to Twitch chat about that deflect shield input. Classified fucking getting it in neutral. Okay. Sorry, I held my breath there because I was like, I see that, and as a TO, I'm like, what happened? What happened? Like, did we desync, did we disconnect? What happened? No! Okay. All right, Classified doing something rare in Guilty Gear Strive. Nothing. But nothing is neutral, right? We're waiting to see that. I just gave Classified that compliment a moment ago about with punishing that 2D and the 2K. Oh, man, yeah. I think that all of those JPs may have been burst safe from Classified. Giovanna does have some tricky burst safe aerial routes, and Classified showing people that he's willing to pull them out in these tournaments. So despite madamgup getting that burst there, was just not in a great spot to spend it. Classified was able to, I think, bait on all of those P-normals. Still a close first game regardless. Let's see what madamgup has up her sleeve.
mankind knew that they can. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, man. Nice RPS there on the round start. madamgup able to weave under that 5K from Classified and then get the throw after. Dude, this round is almost over, and we haven't even, I was about to say, we haven't even touched the wall, and the round is almost over. Classified using that PRC as a delay cancel to try to open up madamgup with the low after. Doesn't fall for the first trick, but does get opened by the second. Using that wall slump extra time to get extra dog darts in there, building up that meter. But madamgup just getting the pot buster after that scramble air dash. I mean, not the air dash, but just that aerial situation, this land pot buster. Nothing crazy, right? Classified, of course, blocking in that in the heat of it. madamgup taking advantage of it, getting that first round and getting this burst away from Classified already. Whoa, that was a cool little trick there, using that PRC to steal the corner, put the Giovanna back there. The deflect shield was meant to be 2D. Oh, Waffle, good. Okay, that deflect shield from minutes ago. But Waffle's right, yeah.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
This song is so good. Holy crap. Nice burst here. Gup trying to space you out with that 2S. Classified gets too close, and your reward is a Mega Fist. This one is called Lily of Steel, I think it is. I think this is the Millia theme from the first game. Is that right, guys? I mean, not from the first game. Is it from Excerpt? I think it's called Lily of Steel. Remind me again, Waffle. I'll check between. It's Marionette. This is Elfelt's theme. I was way the fuck off. There you go. Well, there you go. Classified here getting game 2, but not for free, right? We're taking a while here to get through these rounds because we're taking it so slow. This is another player that doesn't want to overextend into the Potemkin, right? You saw DáinsLeif earlier today doing it on the Millia. Classified with a similar approach, just a different skin, right? Just on a different character model. But that same approach of trying to see how madamgup wants to press some of these buttons, especially that 2D. And if we can get the whiff punish after, nice stuff. Try to do it with the far slash, stealing the corner. Yeah, whatever you can do to not block Garuda, the better. And Classified with that 50 tension was able to super through. Gup keeping that whiff throw safe with PRC, still pulling up here on Giovanna. Oh, whoa, these are good blocks here from madamgup on all these crazy overheads. Classified using that fast RC. They use that dog kick overhead, the flip kick, excuse me, and then go in some rising overheads after. Classified showing you all kinds of unique F-Shiki setups, those fuzzy setups, forcing madamgup to stand block and then getting those overheads after. It can be so tricky. If you get too fancy with it, you can end up cornering yourself a bit. The flex shield gets you some distance here. You're threatening set point. Just need to get that last round. Nice stuff there. madamgup in the face of that set point from Classified was still able to get the back throw, and keep ourselves in this set. Despite that deficit, we're trying to claw it back. Classified isn't going to let it be easy, though. Backdashing in the face of madamgup. We've called it out with the 5P there. And this time maybe a little bit of ill spacing from Classified. madamgup was able to get that 2K. Classified spending that deflect shield. This time intentionally, not an accidental deflect shield this time. Oh, pulling up on madamgup. You thought you were too far away. But the Giovanna run speed is insane, bro. Classified will be where he wants to be when he wants to be. Early canceling in the super to not let madamgup get that chance to spend the burst on that side of the screen, but she was able to build it up after the combo. So that positive bonus did get Classified a decent amount of meter here, but madamgup could potentially have a second chance trying to bait out that burst. Classified just doing the hold up, forward, back, trying to get a single burst bait. The Wild Assault secures it. Classified, after that throw, finishes madamgup and moving on 3-0.
Oh, you have to go back.
Here we go, guys. On the winner's side of the bracket, it's Jack up against Lakey. Big shouts to both these players. No strings to this winner's side of the bracket. I was telling the Twitch chat, I think that Lakey and Jack have played in winners finals before at the Jeekly. I think. I'm not sure. Fact check me on that, guys. Right now, Jack has the lead. Getting that Deus Ex. Lakey taking some damage. Curse ball on your head. Boop. This little plot. It's so. It's especially on Baiken. It's so funny. It's just this little poop, a little plop right on her head. Jack gonna take this first round. Lakey was able to get that burst fully back though, so of course we can be aggressive with it. A lot of deflect shields tonight. We did see a deflect shield usage. Of course, the burst is most typical. Jack. Don't need to force to use it first, though. The J2K did connect. Did get a huge combo after Lakey does spend that burst to get away from that corner. If Jack gets one hard knockdown positive bonus, it can feel like the whole game because he can loop that situation over and over again. Very consistent at this HC. Knows every matchup. Knows every move you want to make. Will be able to take you out. There it is. There's a hard knockdown super. Even at the full screen, the curse applied, the gun out, the reticle floating around you is enough to keep Lakey holding that down back. Jack going to be able to take this first game. Guys, big shout out to Jack, by the way. My man is over there streaming his run. So if you guys were interested, you wanted to see his point of view, it won't hurt my feelings if you want to go and support Jack as well. Let me make sure I typed his name out right. There you go. Go ahead and give Jack some love. Open up a second monitor. See his point of view. Okay, sorry guys. We're typing in the Discord, communicating to the players, make sure everything's moving along just fine, and it looks like it will be. So, got hit with an ad? You got hit with an ad? Which things? You shouldn't have any ads. Oh, on Jack's stream. Oh, I'm like, I'm going so out of my way for you to not get ads. Excuse me. Jack with that tether applied, it actually pays off for him, huh? You guys got to be ready. If you're playing at this highest level, there are some very strong Baiken players all around the scene, both net play, in person, EU, NA. You got to be ready for this character. So one unique situation is knowing your S tether combos when she gets it applied to you, and then you punish your way out. Great block on the YRC there from Jack, sealing out this second game against Lakey. Yeah, Waffle said got hit with an ad immediately. I'm like, damn, I went out of my way to avoid the ads. But we're all good. We're all good. Big shout outs to Jack, man. Here's the thing about Jack, bro, is that, like, I mean, I don't know. It's no secret he's, like, the fucking GOAT, right? Like, it's no secret. And I honestly feel, like, genuinely bad for him because are we not watching to see who's going to be the first guy to beat him, right? Like, of course I'm, you know, I'm happy for Jack when he wins, you know, GG's. But at this point, aren't we interested, right? Like, it's got to be a question in the back of your mind. Who's going to be the first to beat him? And here at the Jeekly, previously it was Red Ditto, who is the only person to have beaten a tournament against Jack. Now, people have beaten Jack. Classified being one of them, actually. Lakey, I'm not sure about their record here. Right now, we're getting gunned down. Yeah, the Chipp was lethal. Any free shot could have gotten it. We do have the burst on each side. Lakey could get tricky here, but the far slash getting beat out by that 2S, spending the burst to try to chase this Jack down. Oh, amazing throw there on the roll through, and it pays. It's better for Baiken than most because of that throw situation. But got JS, I think Lakey was trying to go for Yozansen. Didn't get that hit here onto Jack. Keeping that tension, dead frame with the 6K. Keeping this HC down to the corner. Trying to fight out. No ammo, though. There could be yeah, Lakey going for these bursts here. There could be a world where Jack spends it. I don't know about anymore, but at this point, the corner steal is going to really pay off for Jack. Luckily for Lakey, it isn't a hard knockdown, right? So you did just take some damage here, and you are going to get some near to that HC. It didn't kill you, but the next interaction does. It's going to be Jack moving on to Grands 3-0. Here we go, guys. On the loser side of the bracket, it's GSL gaysexlegend up against Classified. And we're in losers semi-finals. This is a cool matchup. I actually, when I was learning this matchup, I actually asked GSL for advice in the Leo Discord for this matchup. So, going to be able to see him piloted here. Classified, of course, no stranger to watching this guy play here at the Jeekly. Was able to commentate. I think I got to commentate Classified in one of my blocks at SQXL as well, which was cool. I think who he ended up winning the whole thing. I think I remember. So great stuff. Spending that burst. Okay. Oh, tried to keep the whip 2D safe, possibly with RC, but Classified counter hitting the startup as a whiff punish on the initial 2D, it looked like. I don't actually know. That's me filling in the blanks. Long story short, Classified looking really good right now. Nice close slash there. Staggering after the RC, getting ourselves a perfect, really strong game there for Classified. The damage was actually insane. Against the Leo too. Leo not the tankiest character in the world, but damn, you put that much red on the Leo, bro? That's crazy.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
There's that S-Spoon to try to keep that Classified down. If you can get a couple projectiles in there, you can get Classified to start representing maybe like the dog dart, maybe a air dash like in neutral more often, those sorts of things. So just showing that you're willing to put up that projectile wall every once in a while when it's safe can be enough to change how Classified, how comfortable he feels. Going to use that burst to put GSL in the corner, but as quickly as that happened, we're mixing you back and forth. We're pantsing you in the corner right now. GSL able to take this round with, dude, I'm just going to keep it a buck. I mean, we were, call that, I'm trying to come up with an analogy, guys. Help me out. What's a good analogy for mixing? Surely someone's done it before. Fighting games have been out for long enough. Enough amateur commentators have been in this exact scenario. Sorry, I'm kind of just like ranting right now. I'm sorry, I'm having it's a fever dream. Classified, gonna Tatsu you through. I love that jump just to like, just seeing if Gaysex was gonna rage burst. Like just seeing, like just in case. Oh wow, okay, active JH there. That's fine. Stuck in this corner, dude. Gaysex has been doing a great job of smothering this classified here. Got 100 tension, just blocks. Gonna keep this Leo back. Gonna spend that 100 tension to keep that super safe. Classified spends the burst. Won't have too many great opportunities later in the set to do so. Or in the match, the game. So I don't hate that burst. That was a good burst. Oh wow, yeah, that dash 5P can be a difficult RPS point. Oh, that was tricky. Classified with that long range 2D getting blocked, able to cross you up and overhead you still. Wow. GSL try to get out of that corner with that YRC, but the corner seal cross up takes it. Classified will be able to keep you here. Not enough to kill for either player. Until, of course, gaysexlegend follows up with that 2-3-6H, the chase Classified down and get our first game on the board. Pronounkin, do you guys see that? What was gaysexlegend's win quote? Pronounkin? Can you guys read that language?
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Wise words from Tyler FTC in the Twitch chat. He could have killed, but he doubted himself. Wise words. The one who kills isn't the one with the flashy combos or the highest tier. It's the one who believes in himself. That's truly who wins. gaysexlegend. Popping you like a balloon, bro. Getting a perfect here in this game, too. gaysexlegend believes. I believe in the gaysexlegend that believes in himself. Yeah, did not want to be put in that HDP situation. Definitely not as bad this patch as it used to be, but don't want to be there. Even at that distance, was still able to break the wall with super, so Classified in a great spot. Weaving in a couple throws here against Gaysex. Dude, Gaysex going for a lot of back turn resets, manually timing those back turn H's to get the meaty overheads against some of these players, man. gaysexlegend doing some cool stuff. It's gonna be the Tatsu in the other direction. Amazing wake up call out there from Classified, committing to putting that super there in the corner, calling out the cross up from gaysexlegend. Classified keeping this Leo here in the corner, representing the safe jump as well, so gaysexlegend can't just be willy-nilly with those DPs unless Classified is ready for it. With a bait, wow, that was RPS. Called out the backdash with 2S after gaysexlegend had that cross-through blocked. Guys, as good a point as any, right? We're winding down in this bracket. We're getting towards the end. If you guys don't mind, let's support some of those players even further. Big shouts to ScaryEsq for that previous contribution. If you guys want to add some more to get it further past $108, get it up to the 110 mark, all you got to do is claim those codes for free. gaysexlegend would appreciate that one. The loser of this match is going down at 4th place, guys, which means that you won't be in that money. The moment you start earning that money is 3rd place, so you got to win this match. So if for any other reason, if for no other reason, this match matters. So, and guys, if you want it to matter even more, claim one of those codes. We still got 20 left. It looks like, let me refresh the page. Yeah, we still got 20 of those codes left. So if you guys don't mind, if you haven't claimed the code, Appreciate you doing so. gaysexlegend threatening this run back. Right, yeah, run back against Lakey. gaysexlegend getting knocked down by Lakey, I think, on the qualifier side. Of course, the set isn't over yet. Classified not going down without a fight. But I think, if I'm remembering correctly from last week, gaysexlegend actually was able to take out Classified, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or did Classified DQ? Classified play last week? I have to look at the bracket. I should do more prep ahead of time when it comes to that kind of stuff, huh? But regardless, we're in the middle of this first round, guys. It's been a long round. More than 30 seconds have passed. And that's all she wrote. gaysexlegend with that back turn super. Classified, if you were paying attention, did get that burst in the very last frame, but wasn't able to use it, of course, because our ass was dead. gaysexlegend in a really good spot, getting you thrown here. Oh, immediate splat. That really benefits gaysexlegend because Classified didn't even get to decide if we wanted the burst or not. The positive bonus came out. Do have a chance to breathe here for a second. Gaysex, however, gonna go for that 236S red RC. One last reset to take it. This Leo moves on through the Jeekly 76. Moving on through this loser side of the bracket, guys. gaysexlegend is trying to get back up to that grand final spot to have another chance to get through to Jack. But they're going to have to get through Lakey first. Lakey, of course, was on that winner's side, but went down to Jack earlier. So we'll have to see what we can do. Unfortunately, I'm sorry about this score. That's my bad. My term screen was kind of bugging. Not going to lie, term screen kind of bugging, but we're back. And gaysexlegend is having a really great start here against Lakey. Still able to block out that gun super, but I like that option from Lakey. Was trying to call out the boom. gaysexlegend still going for those HDP routes with 5K, 6K, despite the nerf on this patch, because if you get that hit, it's still worth it, huh? gaysex also using that RC to get the mix after, even if it is blocked, but that time using it to turn into a round win. Lakey now taking the lion down, though, baiting that burst. DP, excuse me, God, baiting that DP. Forwarding slip there. gaysexlegend has this burst, but didn't have that chance to spend it. The splat comes out. And we're going into this last round with that full blue bar, but Lakey is not far behind. About to get his as well. Oh, wow, what a great guard cancel there on the pillar. And that 236H was timed just well enough to also beat the parry, as well as cross up. Lakey tried to use PRC to call out maybe a parry attempt. gaysexlegend getting really crafty with these baits and with the tension to do so. That cross up is so nasty, bro. RCing to call out the burst as well. gaysexlegend with an amazing round. Bro, I was not aware that that 236H timed in the way that gaysexlegend is doing it just beats the guard cancel, the parry just flat out. I have to go back on the VOD and study that situation a bit. And guys, if you want to do the same or you want to watch some of those other matchups, !YouTube. We upload all of the tournaments over there on the YouTube, not just the Jeekly tournaments, but the Jeek League, the beginner brackets, the class reunion invitationals. We got everything over there, so would love if you guys could give that some support. Reminder, guys, if you're at this part of the bracket, you're in the money. And if you want to, hey guys, if you want to add that money, exclamation point Match Arena still got 20 codes left. Those are free codes to claim. That's an extra $5 in the pot for free. I'd take $5 for free. You just got to claim the code, y'all. Appreciate you. Lakey, appreciate you too. Lakey, even if we went down here, is in the running for that money. Rather, is going to get some of that money, but winning this means a bigger slice of that pie. It means getting that chance to run back against Jack. Amazing RC momentum change there to make that Jotogoat super tricky. And calling out the 6P on the round start right after gaysexlegend spends the burst, but Lakey has you in the mind worm scenario. Feels like gaysexlegend said, Jeek, just wait, homie, just wait. Let me cook, let me cook.
Oh, wow. That 6H is so strong at calling out those parries. Okay, gaysexlegend could have killed in so many ways there. I think he could have done OTG super as well. But I love the way that we did it. OTG pillar, in fact. That was a cool way to finish off that round. Gaysex too powerful. What's going on, Nick? How you feeling, friend? JD combos from Baiken are awesome, bro. JD combos are awesome from Baiken, dude. You get that wall bounce over and over. Yo, Lord Knight loves that one. I mean, that combo actually was fucking crazy, though, right? Like, yo, we just got 4 JDs in a combo, bro. Last time I saw that, Lord Knight was in training mode on stream. Lakey just did it in the middle of a match against gaysexlegend. Oh my god, oh my god, that almost fucking wall splat, that 236H. Lakey was ready with that parry. Oh, the overlay is wrong? Is it wrong? Oh, because it's losers finals, not losers semifinals. Yep. You're right. You're right. Losers finals. Good call. Man, Lakey able to finish that one off. I love when HCAB follow-up is what breaks the wall. Isn't it so cool? Okay, Zavi also did the overlay is wrong. I don't know why I think you're trolling me, though. I feel like you may be trolling me. Lakey here is so strong in this round, man. gaysexlegend's really going to have to claw it back here. It's not impossible. Using that HDP Red RC, dude, I'm inspired. I see gaysexlegend go for that a lot, and honestly, I'm inspired. I want to be able to do that too, going for that HDP Red RC mix. But Lakey's saying, Chief, dude, you're glazing the wrong guy, homie. Look at me, man. I just had a quick, swift 2 rounds to try to get my run back up here against Jack. Look at this. Man, we are not getting hit by these bursts. I mean, damn it. Excuse me, these DPs. We are not getting hit by these DPs. So you see GSL introducing the HDP, of course, because that can be red or seed on block, and you get that mix after. Trying to see if Lakey wanted to spend a burst after that first counter hit, but no, we're just getting beat up here. It's going to be that throw from downtown. Gaysex had all that time to follow it up. No! What the fuck happened? We actually RC to bait the burst, but I accidentally went under Lakey or something? I'm not actually sure. Hey, whatever. Ain't nothing but a thing. Ain't nothing but a thing. We're going to put this Baiken in the corner. Unfortunately, couldn't combo off of that back turn K. Couldn't get the hit confirm. Sent the super after. Lakey tried to line up the corner steal punish, but was too slow. And Gaysex, oh no. Okay, my poor neighbors hear me scream Gaysex like that with no context. Definitely not a good look, but GSL here getting that round. Oh, wow. Lakey delaying the parry. That was getting called out in the previous rounds, but this time delaying it enough. It's going to be the parry on the other side. Now, that's an OS, right? Because you can go for the parry, or, of course, you got a 4-frame jab. Either way, you're able to beat out this Leo. The counter hits are crazy. This is Daisuke's vision. Tries to go for the Yo Johnson, but Gaysex was ready. Oh, my God. Gaysex with the... I'm pausing. I was waiting for that burst from Lakey. I'm waiting for that burst from Lakey. How does this work? How does this work? Does it connect? It fucking connected, dude. There's no justice. There's no justice. There is no justice. No bias. No bias. No bias. Fuck this game. Lakey looking strong right here. Oh, nice jump from there from Gaysex getting over that S-cab. Oh, wow. I like the RPS there on that S-cab, trying to do that 6P, but Lakey was ready for it, was ready with that backdash after Lakey taking advantage with all these S-cabs. Lakey likes to go for like immediate throw after S-cab a lot in some of his other matchups, but I haven't really seen it too much here against the Leo. going to be the burst that pushes back. Gunning through the boom. GaySex trying to go for that H boom. There's the throw. I told you guys. I told you. Lakey going to be moving on to get this run back against Jack.
Duel 1.
Grand finals of the Jeekly 76. This is our pseudo Halloween Jeekly, guys. So I hope you guys had fun. Also, real quick, I did a terrible job saying this. After grand finals is a Jeekly announcement. Jeekly announcement after grand finals. Jeekly announcement after grand finals. Tell your friends. But you gotta claim the codes. I'm only giving the announcement if you guys claim the fucking codes. In fact, if you guys don't claim 9 more codes, I'm deleting the Discord. And by the time that joke is over, Jack has already won that first round. Great stuff with the air throw, in fact. HC air throw is gonna be one of the coolest air throws, bro. Honestly, all the air throws are so swag. All the air throws are so cool. Oh man, that J2K connected. Jack showing you how strong that normal is. Lakey not spending that burst. Jack trying to give Lakey maybe like a chance to hang themselves. Like, hey, do you want to spend those system mechanics? But Lakey very patient with it. Doesn't throw it away. Doesn't fall for Jack's plan. Tries to get that H-cab follow-up. Jack using this FD. Both players, in fact. It's going to be the roll on the other side. Dude, what a cinematic finish there for Jack to get this first game. All right, guys. Moving into our game 2. Lakey having a hell of a run tonight. Oh my god, the prize pool. Hold on. The prize pool? Hello? Scary. Extra money for Lakey and Baiken rep. Also because y'all won't claim the damn codes. Oh man, Scary calling y'all out. Scary calling y'all out. Y'all gotta claim those motherfucking codes, bro. What did I miss, Angel? Well, Angel, if you're actually just getting here, you have missed the entirety of the tournament because we are in grand finals. But I think I did see you earlier, so you didn't miss the whole thing. It's going to be Jack getting that perfect. Can you imagine this showing? I mean, actually, you know what? People, I literally think I saw someone do that in TNS this week. Like, hey, guys, I just got here. What's up? It's like fucking grand finals. I'm claiming the damn code from Australia. Y'all got no... Yo, we got an Aussie up here from down under? What's going on, Nick? What's going on? You're from down under, homie? What's up? What time is it for you there? Holy shit. So it's 11:20 p.m. EST. It's almost midnight for us. The classic, is it too late to join? It's only 2 p.m.? That's crazy. Is that similar to Japan time, by the way, Nick? Like, Nick, is that close to Tokyo? I guess Australia is kind of big. So does Australia have... This is a dumb question. Does Australia have time zones? Does anyone know that? Does Australia have time zones? Great stuff, Jack, here to take out game 2. Able to keep our burst. Looking so solid here, man. The prize pool getting up there. Does have a few time zones. Australia exists in its own dimension. Half hours. Wizard shit. Wait. No way. Wait. Nick, is that real? Wait, we got one more game. We got one more game. What? Huh? What? What happened? Okay. Oh, Lakey's back. Lakey's back. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're all good. Little bit of a technical thing. We're all good. We're back. Fun back. Guilty Gear Strive Switch version was made in Australia. Is that real?
I'm in South Australia and it's 150. Over in Melbourne, it's 220. That is crazy. That is real wizard shit. I'm so glad you... The day I learned. Dude, Nick came into this Twitch chat. We're watching grand finals of the Jeekly 76. Jack against Lakey. It's a run back from earlier in the bracket. Two titans of Guilty Gear Stride. Nick comes here and drops the most legendary information that Australia has half time zones. That's fucking crazy. Counter hit bar slash here. Lakey is going to get that cross up, but it gets blocked, dude. Jack, even when you're running your pressure, even when you finally get some licks in, Jack has this unique way of just shutting it down, bro. Blocking your mix, getting that 2K Abare, blowing you up, getting an air-to-air conversion, Goomba stomping your ass in so many ways, right? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my fucking god, dude. Jack right here sending a message. My man is an efficient killer. Jack is an assassin. Only games he has lost up here in the top 8 was to Odriman on that Faust. Otherwise, a perfect run for Paragon's Jack, the Titan of Guilty Gear Strive, and the Jeekly. Thanks for supporting the Jeekly, guys. This is our weekly Guilty Gear Strive tournament. Every Friday at 8 p.m. EST. Hope to see you next time we run this, which will be November 7th. I almost slipped there. November 7th. That's when I'll see you guys. Outside of that, come to the Jeekly offline in Token MTG in Edgewater, Maryland. That'd be cool. Otherwise, have a great weekend. Peace out.